Hello!
Hey!
We're back for our casino heist. The Floating Gala is going to get robbed tonight. So, yay. So how are you all going? You good? Yay.
Good.
And welcome, Howland. Welcome. It's been a horrible lead up for your first episode, but you're finally here. I think you signed up,
Yeah,
November?
a lot of stuff happened.
Been
we're all
looking
good,
forward to see her in action.
Yeah, man, it'll be fun. Let's see what we got.
So, before we do the introductions, before we do all the bits and pieces, we'll do the what's going on, and we'll do the paperwork essentially. So in the background, you'll be hearing sounds from Silenscape. That's we're doing the audio from today. Silenscape are not a sponsor, but they do amazing things with audio, and they can really set a mood. And for the most part, we're at a ball tonight, so you're going to be hearing gala music. You can help out the channel by donating. Every $1 per 100 bits helps out the channel and helps out our players. If you nominate the player who you're donating to, that player gets hero points. Hero points can be spent on rerolls. We max out at 6 per each player. We currently have pretty much everyone mostly on that 5-6 mark. But with a new player, they always only start with 1. And so Rune is starting with 1 today. With Rune not being a part of all the prep stuff, we're pretty much assuming Rune was in on the gig as well, and Rune has essentially, how can we put this? Rune has essentially got themselves in with the band, who are smuggling weapons because they're being told to. Oh my god, that's...
Oh.
Thank you, Neurocock.
I can't even hear it.
Yeah, your first extra cards.
Oh,
Okay,
shoot. Hey.
So thank you, Neurocock. The strange thing is I actually read that before the sound came in and went, yeah. Okay, so I give you 2 extra cards as well, because we're now using hero cards for our system. Hero cards can be played instead of a hero point, but they still cost the same amount, and we'll put that up. So they just add a different way of doing things. In theory, this entire section can be done without combat. In practice, I was talking to a few people last night about it while prepping. There are at least 2 level 12 entities in play, with the players being level 10, i.e. bosses in play.
Temporarily forgot what level I was, and I was like, is that bad or good?
Yeah. Anyway, speaking of hero cards, I almost forgot to grab my lucky coin.
Your hero token. Oh, that also means I get 2 hero cards too. Thank you, New York. They might not be. The problem is the hero cards are meant for players, so they're less applicable for a GM. But I've got at least 1 which is applicable. So thank you so much. Okay, so that's pretty much the paperwork. What's going on? The players aren't allowed to look at the overlay because the overlay has the awareness points and the edge points. And there's also a timer ticking down for some reason. Gee, I wonder what that is. We'll stop that for now, but the timer's going to be important. So
I haven't even stepped inside yet.
I know.
I'm scared as hell.
I know. So the awareness points and edge points, and the timer. I'll just explain that because they're new to the overlay. So in the 3 sessions of prep work for this casino heist, over the 2 weeks preparation time, the players have gotten little advantages. That's the edge points which they've accumulated. They've got 5 edge points. That can be used to essentially ignore one roll, because they've got inside information, or they've got allies, or they can do this and that. So they don't get a bonus for the roll. They don't get a reroll. It's a total ignore the roll. But the players have to narrate how their accumulated advantages that they've done helps out in that situation to ignore the roll. The awareness points is a ticking timer. Well, it's a ticking time bomb, I should say. They've accumulated a certain number. Please don't put it in chat because they're reading chat. But they've accumulated a certain number, and that number will increase from failed rolls, or just from the fact that we have a timer that will be ticking down constantly. Every time the players hear the beep, they'll know that it increases from the timer, because I can't turn off that sound for the timer. It's also to remind me too. So that's also going to be happening. There are triggers from that timer, also triggers from certain thresholds from the awareness, and there are events which actually get triggered from that. So also the player's actions can also trigger events too. So it's kind of different from play. In theory, this can all be done without combat, but again, there's at least two 12th level things in here. So yeah. Let's do our introductions, and we'll start setting the scene, I believe. Polly people.
Hello, everybody. It's me, Polly. I'm playing Sherain Alban, and I am usually a rogue cop, but today I'm a royal princess or duchess. I can't remember, but I'll say it with confidence when the time comes.
You're a lady.
That's right, a lady. That works.
Game Reaper.
Hey, I'm Game Reaper from Gathering of Nerds. Check this out. And I'm playing Azarek, the kobold investigator and wizard. And now finally dressed guest.
Dressed guest? Oh, finally dressed guest.
Yeah.
Okay. On a blind date. So
that's going to be the first thing that plays out, right?
Hitokiri Chibi.
Hello, I'm Hitokiri Chibi, and I'm playing Tayla, our capo cleric, who has been currently working in the kitchens and is trying to make sure murder doesn't happen in there. So stay tuned, because she's not sure how long she can keep that from happening throughout the night as stress levels increase.
And almost the head of the sous chef.
No.
Yeah, you're one step below promotion.
That is why she talked the sous chef into staying. Giving career advice.
Extra money. Dr. Oblong.
G'day, I'm Dr. Oblong. I'm playing Harry Amaker, our halfling fighter, but tonight he shall be plebes manservant to Countess Sherain Alban.
Oh,
I'm just saying that to remind you. Countess from Taldor. Now, even though I'm reminding you now, I know that you're not going to remember, so it doesn't.
Nice. Yeah, it's super easy to role play somebody forgetful.
Shall we do one awareness point every time Sherain says she's someone else?
Messes up her name. Hell no.
No shot. I mean, you can give me a chance to save that. Like, you give me a saving.
I think we've run through role playing, shouldn't we? Isn't City Mist like you say it and it happens?
Type in the chat quickly.
Yeah, except you always get a roll, So
we'll see. We can put a poll in chat maybe later.
Anyway, thankfully, just Sherain's bullshit skill is super high.
It is.
That's right.
Really good.
Count it.
Really. And Howland, welcome in. Who are you?
Hello.
Who are you playing?
Hello, everybody. I am Howland, and I will be playing the lovable man of music, Rune, who is a face of many, and I will be infiltrating as one of the band members with my lovely sounds.
Okay. So, with everybody knowing kind of their roles and with a little bit of the map, we're going to move off the map of what you have. By the way, I'll just zoom out so I can show like our lovely map to everybody in chat. That's our lovely map. I'll just move to the GM layer off to 0. That's a lovely map which our players have been working on. There's a few missing things, like an entire level, a few missing rooms. But hey, that's close enough.
Yeah, it works.
It's mostly close enough.
We know where the important stuff is, I think. Oh, okay, never mind.
There's missing things. Let's just put it that way. But I've detailed it as much as where the players have actually investigated and at least been able to get to as well. But let's move to the full map, the full casino. The night starts with people's entrance. The first one on scene would be Tayla, because she's called in early today. Essentially, you're running a double shift.
Oh.
Because instead of starting at 4, you're starting at about 8 in the morning.
Okay.
There's a lot of prep work for the gala, and there's a lot of food to prepare. There's a lot of bits and pieces. Although there's some outs and there's some other options. I'll give you some options here. Do you want to help prepare the food, prepare the floor, the VIP area, or the stage?
VIP area.
I was going to say VIP area.
Yeah, that's right. I also have the spell message.
It's really just Sherain yelling it across the space.
Yelling it through the back door, through the alley. So, can I get a persuasion or diplomacy or just something like that to try to persuade your way into which one you are going to do? That's where you're wanting to go to.
I think we're all aware that my cooking skills aren't that great. I'm most likely to muck up one of those pretty platters of food, but taking care of the VIP area, I've definitely been learning that lately, so it's very fresh in my head.
Oh, hell yes. With a 37, a roll of 17 naturally, with 20 on top of that. And plus one, you get plus 1 circumstances, so is that 2? Oh, no,
that's different.
No.
Won't apply here.
So you find yourself essentially working. It's not working, but it's more cleaning, organising the bottles, and organising the rooms of the VIP area that day. You get to. I'll give you some more information of the VIP area because you've not really found out a lot about the VIP area. But the VIP area, and I'll move your token down there, has 2 private rooms which don't have bookings. The rooms to the side. There's also a storeroom, which is the area here, which where I've moved your token. And beside the storeroom is a door which you're told to never enter. And you're told that's where that goes to Gage's suite, to Gage Carlisle's suite.
Okay.
And the elevator as well, the flying chair to the south of the room also goes to Gage's suite.
So 2 ways to get to Gage's suite, being that bottom left room and the elevator.
That's correct. So there's some added information which you kind of missed, but and you're given the option if you wish to work up here for the day, if you'd like, or for the night.
Okay, so I think she was mainly wanting to help prep in the VIP area in the morning, but she probably will want to be down in the kitchens.
Okay.
To keep an eye on the sous chef to make sure murder doesn't happen.
Unless you need to trigger an event where manslaughter or just injury.
If it's going to happen, it's going to be under Tayla's careful watch and possibly at her prodding, but she'll be there to make sure nothing urgently wrong goes. Nothing bad happens.
Okay. So you spend it's going to be a very long day for Tayla.
Does she get a break at least?
You get breaks. You do get breaks. You notice that downstairs there's less people. There's less people downstairs in the break room. You don't think the security room is going to be as full as it usually is.
Yeah, because most of them are going to be pulled out onto the floor, they said.
Yeah, pretty much. And I think that's about all that last minute information that you can get. But you can secure your position in the kitchens instead of up in the VIP. But there was the option if you need it. By the way, you're going to be exhausted. I will give you a level of exhaustion at some point during this game. You're welcome. You're welcome.
I'll just smile
It's a long
day.
There's no spa during the day unless you can try to take an hour off to get your spa treatment. The next person that arrives with his new band is Rune. Band cases,
Yeah.
with band cases and like pretty much a travel case that gets unpacked off the back of a carriage. They're an orchestra, an 8-piece orchestra, now a 9, with your addition. They've been spending the day. They spent the trip down here, asking you questions about your history and your association with the others. You, by the way, just as a heads up, because I know you weren't there last time, no one actually told them that they'll that Ari was city guard, or that Sherain was city guard, or Starwatch, or anything.
Nice.
They just the whole situation is
Shady
if you don't
as hell.
if we take out the people that have this gig, if we take them out, will you get that gig? And then somehow that group just dispersed and broke up, and they got the gig.
You don't know you're doing the business of the guard.
Yeah, they
Then got
they
pretty
think
much
I'm a gangster.
Yeah.
They think I'm a gangster, and I'm cool with that.
yeah, and then pretty much got
Yeah, no, I'm
told
cool with
to
that,
smuggle weapons in.
I know that.
And also got told to as well, because we're going back on that, to include you in the band. So they do ask, like, who are we working for?
Oh, I mean, I thought we were just working for our best interest. That's what I thought
Yeah.
was the actual goal of this. I mean, but if you can ask Ari next time you see him, whether or not, or if it's not profitable enough for you guys at the end of this.
Oh, the gig's not profitable, but like the ongoing working for the lords and ladies is where the real benefit comes in. We could set ourselves up in the nobles' quarters in the pedal district for quite a long period, if we have a successful event. I just hope that our name doesn't get associated with, and thus all that payout would be, well, not good. And then there's prison time as well.
I just hope nothing embarrassing happens here during this thing. Okay.
Make sure your strings are good. We'll be fine.
Okay. So you enter through the back you push the essentially it's a shipping crate, what we would call a shipping crate, down the back alley. You see a young girl. She seems to be like, she's got a bag, a Hessian sack, and she's like picking up trash, and she's picking up just garbage in the back alley, and she's putting it in the bag. She seems to have a purpose, and you head in through a double door. So I'm just going to move your token all the way to the back alley and through to the double doors, so you kind of know where you are. So after passing one set of doors at the edge of the building, you then go to a double doors deep into the building. Going through opens up to a backstage area. Backstage area to the north, up some stairs. You can hear the sounds of a kitchen, like a large, busy kitchen to the south. And to the side, to the west, you can just hear lots of people moving about. Up in the back of the stage, you help move the shipping crate up to the back of the stage. You meet a elderly gentleman who's frantically arranging like all these art objects and other things like vases and pictures and there's even an instrument or two from foreign lands. They're essentially up on pedestals in the on the stage itself. These are the Gossamer Auction items. He greets the group like, "Oh, thank God we were able to find you as a last minute backup. I don't know what happened to the last group, but thank you. We were able to find. Wait, we were expecting we booked a 8-piece band, not a 9-piece band. He says something like, we're not paying any extra. The contract was quite specific, which we're only paying a certain amount, and we're not going above it. If you've got any instruments and whatnot, you can push that into the storage cabinet, and you can see that directs you to a storage cabinet or storage room at the back of the stage, just hidden away.
Okay, like right there. I got you.
Also sitting on a desk at the back of the stage, with it looks like cutouts of people that are painted, just scenes from other things that have been on in the shows from previous shows. You see a young gentleman, a young man, maybe about 16 or 17, dressed immaculately, and he's got a little dagger and just poking eyes out of some of the cutouts on the stage, like in the back of the stage. And you can see that he's been there for a while, and there's a few around which you can just see through the eyes now. He looks at you all with disgust and goes back to what he's doing.
Okay, that kid's weird. All right.
Dude.
I'm just gonna like pluck my strings and I don't even know what to say to that kid. All right. Yeah, he's a weirdo.
Just play some like dramatic, like doo doo doo.
Yeah, there we go.
Just a bored, spoiled kid.
Yeah, weird kid. Yeah, I'm just gonna ignore him if he's just poking holes. He's literally just poking holes in these cutout, right? Like he's not. He just looks back at us like we're just the weird people too, or like,
He looks at the artist like you're beneath him, and even the backstage organizer Delson, he looks the same contempt, that you're nothing compared to who he is.
Is this is this a look like where they think that they're better than us in terms of like being able to perform, or they're just better than us in terms of rank for like stature?
You don't see any instrument. You don't see anything that would lead to a performance, but the outfit that he's wearing, it's several years of pay.
Okay.
So the outfit that he's wearing is far above what most people could afford.
Can I summon like my instrument? Like I don't have my instrument in my hand, but can I like click my summon instrument and then do a performance check to see if I could impress him with my music at all?
You can try, but I'm probably going to ignore your roll.
Oh, dang it. All right, well, let's see. I'll try it anyway. Make that beautiful sound.
He spits in your general direction.
Oh, he spits?
And then it doesn't come close to you, but it's in line. And then goes back to his dagger. This time you see it just strike through. Sorry, he turns the cutout towards you to face you, and you see the dagger pierce through where his heart would be.
Yeah.
Move around,
issues?
and then get pulled out.
Sounds like he has plenty of practice spitting at people.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going back for that kid later. All right, I might be the one who ruins this infiltration because I'll get that kid. But that's fine.
Delson Delson, after like you move away for a bit, approaches yours. That's Jacomir, our MC. He's the cousin of the owner of the casino, so just be nice. Hopefully his entertainment is well, just be nice. You wouldn't want to get on his bad side because his bad side's his uncle's bad side, and yes. Anyway, just
So
be
that
nice.
mean he has like run of like getting around and stuff like that, or like he can go into like all the places where his uncle because he just has free reign in here. Or?
Well, he's visited before, but this is the first time he's emceeing the event. And as much as I can protest, he is family, and family means that I don't get to complain and I don't get to voice my opposition too strongly to the owner, Mr. Carlyle. So just avoid him when you can, and just stick to yourself. Maybe he will do some emceeing, and just keep to yourselves, maybe.
I'll think about it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you're going to just bound and gag him in his underwear in like a storage room or something.
Oh yeah, no, I'm totally thinking about just taking his appearance and being in for the night. Like, that's my ideas right now, but I can't let anybody know that. I'm just like thinking it.
So the day goes on. It turns into night. Taylor's already feeling that you've worked a whole shift. It's about 7 o'clock at night. And a carriage arrives outside the hotel. A black carriage with gold filigree. Large black horses in front. And a well-dressed man stands up, gets off the carriage, and announces to the street, "Would Lord Black was it
Black scales.
Black Scales, please?"
I guess this is what happens if you don't have a family name.
I take your most notable feature and make it something to be proud of.
Mm-hmm. Well, you don't have a family name. So.
Yeah. So, I'll just make my way down.
And I know Chibi will be able to find this faster than I can. Do you remember the name of the person?
Of
Yes.
the carriage person.
Her sister back from chapter 1. I can't remember.
Or something?
I think that's I think Uma's
let me see if
the main one. I just thought because you took notes so well back then.
the
I can't remember.
one that I bet so.
I bet so. Sounds about right. So what's Ezrek dressed like after your pampering session?
Well, most of the pampering is basically just making his scales shine quite a bit, and just I don't know, smelling really nice. But his clothes are basically just very just fine silks in like a combination of just dark grays, a bit of orange, and just a 2-color scheme that just
makes him look fine.
Yeah, just
Okay.
All the ladies are into it.
Yeah.
So as you enter the or try to enter the step isn't made for kobolds. So the carriage driver actually helps you up to the first step, because again, it's not made for kobolds, it's made for humans, and there was no thought process put into it. As you enter the carriage itself, though, Uma's sister, I think said Ebetsu?
Betsa.
Abetsa. Okay.
I'll paste it.
Either way. She is dressed elegantly in a very simple silk dress with gold embroideries, and her hair is done up. She's essentially from the Japanese version of Japanese
Nation, yeah.
nation in Pathfinder 2. And she's dressed quite elegantly, and she just looks at you with a sour demeanor. Says, "My sister will pay for this. You do know this."
I don't know what you're talking about.
I am going to report this to my father when we return, or even before we return, and she will pay for setting me up with you as a blind date.
What?
She was supposed to accompany me to this event. It was her that was supposed to be learning how to be of our family. But welcome. I believe we have met before. And I believe that we have to do at least some things together tonight. Have you got any plans? Have you been to a casino before? Have you got money for the Gossamer Auction?
For the auction, not really that much.
So you're a peasant and you don't have... Okay. How can we put this? If I have to spend money for the Gossamer Auction for you, you will pay for this too. So find some money between now and when we arrive at the casino, and we'll see how it goes. If not, be very lucky in the gambling. But I don't want to have my name tarnished by my date tonight. You understand?
Seats of the carriage. It's a noble carriage. There'll be change in the back.
Yeah, this.
I know that today.
Just reach between the cushions.
Yeah, reach between the cushions. You'll find a few gold there.
Yeah, this is actually the first time Ezric's hearing about this supposed to be a date.
The trick is to you do the starting bid on all the items, and then you just get outbid by everyone else.
It's a blind auction though, isn't it?
It's a blind auction.
Oh, is that? Oh.
Yeah. So it
You have to
doesn't,
make a guess.
Yeah, you have to write your name and make a bet, but
But
how
you
are they
don't
going
have
to know?
to take part in it, do you?
It's blind. How can they see that you haven't?
Yeah,
The goal is to
and
come up
you
with the
don't have to
second
bet
highest.
on every item.
No,
Oh,
but you have to bet on one.
Yeah. And you can bet one gold.
So the journey to event is very cold and almost brutal in conversation, if there is any at all. You arrive at the front gate to red carpet, like the front steps to red carpet. There's other carriages there as well, and you have to wait in line. Once you come out of your carriage, again you're helped down that last step. There's onto a red carpet. There is the steps that go up are covered. There's a vast illumination of light in this area, not just on the two steps that walk into the casino, but also up the ramp, because again it's very handicap friendly. You see the large genies over top of the doors. They looks like they've been repainted and they're just vibrant in color. Bouncers at the doors, of course, look like they're in their best suits. And you see, not far beyond the doors, Gage Carlyle, your target, dressed in white, which seems to be customary. But you spot everything as always, and there's something wrong. The the Gage Carla you've seen previously, and what you've been told, he wears a tie and the keys around the tie. So the keys hung from his neck underneath his tie. Gage Carlisle this time is not wearing a tie, but he's wearing a suit. Well, he does have a tie, but you can see that same chain which you've seen, which has been described to you. But it's actually hooked onto one of these buttons on his vest. And you can see that it goes into a pocket on his vest.
Oh, look at that.
So it's not on a chain.
No, it is on a chain.
It is on a chain. The chain is now on a button.
Like,
What do you mean
think
on a
of a
button?
fob watch, like an old school watch, pocket watch.
Oh, I see. So like you'd have to snap a button to like pull it off. Is that what you mean?
It'll be more difficult.
Or you'd have to unbutton his vest.
You can do that with the flick of a finger.
That's
That's easy.
okay. We're gonna.
Yeah,
we're-
well, yeah,
Pocket
it's,
watches.
yeah, it's easier than taking it over his neck.
Yeah, except that
Yeah, you just have to you just have to pretend you're reaching for his belt buckle. It's fine.
Or you just have to be
Right.
undressing him for certain reasons.
Say that again. What do I gotta do with this belt?
I just as a heads up, I do expect an X card at some point in this game. Mostly played by me. Most likely played by me.
I'm sorry in advance. I don't mean to make anyone uncomfortable.
Yeah. Either way, so you're announced as you enter. No.
Oh,
We're still on
Lord
Xrd.
Blackthorn, or sorry, Blackscale is announced. With Abetsu Ume, and you're greeted by a Gage personally. He shakes Abetsu's hand first, and then goes to one knee and shakes Lord Blackscale. I don't believe I've heard your name before. Are you a local to the city?
Yes, I've lived here my whole life.
You've lived. Wow, and you. I am going to have to get out far more. I need to get into the circles far more. I did not even know that you enjoy the. Please enjoy my casino. Enjoy the gala, and please make a bid on the Gossamer Auction, and all the proceeds will go to the so all the proceeds go to a local charity that we run for the City Guard, to help those that have been injured in the line of duty. But enjoy the night and please have fun. He looks back at Umari and almost you see him wink. And that scowl just returns. She was a happiness. She was pretending she can do social. She's trained for this, but it slips. That she just scowls when he winks at her. And then the next people come through and go through. How is our other lady turning up for this evening? I can let you do this yourself.
oh, okay. Well,
Well, both you and Dr. Alban,
Ari,
because
right? Yeah. Ari procured what? What are we rolling up in? Are we just walking up? Hey.
Oh, no.
Stretch carriage.
Stretch carriage hanging out the sunroof.
Nice. Extra
Bottle of
horse-
champagne.
lowrider or the
many horsepower. Yeah, that's, well, 100%. Yes.
It's
Gotta
got
have that.
it's got minor illusions on the bottom of it that just glow and sparkle.
Spinner.
So yeah, during
Okay.
the week I would have definitely organised
All
that.
right. So we drive up, and well, I think Ari's got to introduce me.
Well, others introduce.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I wait for somebody to open the door.
Well, we've got your name like sprayed.
I'm
on the
waiting
side
for
of the
somebody to
carriage.
open the door.
Oh,
Well, that would be
yeah.
Ari.
Okay.
I thought it'd be someone outside. Even I
Yeah,
get
somebody
a bit.
will. Yeah,
somebody
come
will.
on now. Hey, so I knock on the door.
That's the coach driver.
Yeah.
The coach
I'm
driver.
imagining.
The coach driver is the one that opens the door for you.
Yeah,
I
we
don't
paid for a
touch.
coach driver.
I don't touch door handles like plebs. You kidding me?
I'm just imagining her actually just looking at Ari going, I'm waiting for
Yeah.
someone to open the door.
Yeah.
But the carriage driver would do it.
Yeah.
And
All right,
then,
fine. I just kick it open.
and then we'd hop out. You want to kick at least one door in this episode, don't
Yeah.
you?
Ah, yes. This is the gala that we have prepared for all week. Correct, Jeeves? Or wait, what was it again?
Plebes.
Plebes,
Plebes,
all
plebes.
the way here from Numeria. Or wait. Well, Taldor with a branch office in Numeria.
We stopped in Numeria on the way.
That's right. I love the robots. That's why we go there. Okay, so we walk up to the. I think Ari throws down rose petals, so I walk on them. I don't like the just the bare ground.
It's red carpet, but sure, I'll throw down rose petals.
Yeah. Good. And I approach the door and I go like this. I have arrived. The party may begin. And I just stand there like this.
And Harry is nudging someone, clapping at the side, come on.
As you enter the front, the description of the place is lit up. At least the front is lit up, and everything's. As you enter the front door, you are announced with the full title, which you've used before. In front of you, Mr. Carlyle is greeting guests, and he greets you with the same enthusiasm as he said before. And again, you notice that the key is not there, but you can that chain that might be a little bit harder to pickpocket, but especially, and it might be a bit more important to actually get that replacement as well, because if it's missing, you can see the chain. That's not if it's missing.
I don't have the replacement key on me.
Yeah, surely Sherain has the replacement on her.
I'm just pointing out that you do have a replacement key. And if you don't use the replacement key, it's a bit more obvious that he doesn't have the key, because that chain will be missing too. So just pointing that out.
Well, good evening, Mr. Carlyle. It is your big moment, is it not?
It's not my big moment. This is for the city. It's a fundraising for the City Guard, as well as a chance to get, a chance to celebrate the city and bring all the nobles who are usually very insular, to be able to come out and have some fun and enjoy the festival. Because the festival is for everybody, is it not?
Yeah, we're here. Well, please. I mean, you got to say that, right? But please, for everybody. Oh, okay. Yes, it is for everybody, right, plebes? Everybody like my plebes here. So, Mr. Carlyle, I believe you owe me a dance sometime tonight.
Well, the night is still very, very young. There's so much time. I'm sure we can find some time.
I'm sure we can. Well, if you would just direct me to the place where that would suit my tastes, my distinguishing tastes best, I'll just go right there and make myself look pretty.
Well, the main stage will have music on all throughout the night, plus the emceeing of the Gossamer Auction. I do expect all guests to make a bid on the Gossamer Auction. They are...
Send me to the silent auction. You know I love a good silent auction.
And who knows, at the end of the night, you might find yourself walking away with a prized possession from a foreign land.
You could say that again, brother. Sorry. I sure hope so. Through the silent auction. Yes, correct. You're looking good, by the way, Mr. Carlisle.
Thank you. And your dress is so fine. It looks like you spent a lot of attention on it. And...
Yep. And it is a little bit. I assume it fits the dress code here, but just barely.
How short barely or how skimpy barely?
Whatever TOS is, it's right on the line.
Okay. There was options to have experimental fashion, but we didn't go that route. But it sounds like it's pretty much experimental fashion anyway.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
So I'm just going to move your all the tokens in to the place it's titled. Inside the casino itself, the lights aren't as bright as it normally would be. You've been in here before. It's not fully dark, but it's a lot more dimmer. There is lights around the tables themselves, so you're still not going to be able to cheat. But the whole place is just that little bit more fanciful. There's like some magical lights floating around, just for like more of a spectacle, less for brightness. But you think that the lighting is more pulled down to showcase the other lighting effects that are moving about the casino floor itself. And you think that most likely that whoever's doing that is not going to be triggering the big security measures which you know about. So I do have to ask, who's going to the Gossamer Auction? And
I'm going right there. I'm gonna bid second highest on everything.
You know what second highest is?
I don't know. I'm gonna.
Well,
do
that's
it
the
right.
thing. You don't know how much is things. So the results coming from the poll, 50-50 of punish or not punish for the name slip.
I held back from voting because I thought that would be wrong.
But seeing we're all here, let's start the timer, shall we?
Oh,
Now that the
God.
night has started. So in the Gossamer Auction, you can choose to fail the roll, or you can roll you can roll different things. What I've got here, I've got it in the wrong spot, of course. So the Gossamer Auction, there's a lot of different art pieces. It's very it's from different places. Artifacts, art pieces. You don't believe there's anything going to be magical there at all, but they're just antiquities and unique pieces of interest from around the place.
That's right. These are great.
So for those that do have to bid, and well, Ezrek might be part of that. You can do either a games law, a society, or a deception. Or you can choose to not do the roll and deliberately fail.
It's so you have to fill out a form with your name and what you what your bid is, right?
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah.
All right. So what exactly type of items are we betting on?
Essentially, they're art pieces and things like that, like maybe a vase from a foreign land, or an art piece from
Right.
it's just that's pretty much what it is.
Okay. I'll go
Sculptors.
with a society.
Mm-hmm. So let's roll a society check to see how well you bid. This is more of a case of bidding without going too high.
Yeah. All right. Come on.
Wow. You find a unique piece which you don't think people will notice. Oh no, you go. So if you find a piece which you think everyone's going to bid for. So you think that if you bid this amount, that it's not going to be the lowest. But then again, because it's so like forefront of everybody, everyone else is going to be on that item, and the price is going to be much higher. Mm-hmm. And so with a skill check of 40 in society, you think you're pretty safe with that one.
It's enough to not be suspicious, but not enough to win it.
Yeah, it's essentially that. Sherain, though.
That's right.
Are you deliberately failing, or are you going to roll?
Well, I'm gonna spend some time looking. I don't just, I'm a lady. I don't just show up and flaunt my money. I like to examine every piece. So I take the time.
I don't. Are you allowed to examine the pieces?
Yeah, well, they're up on stage, but you can get close to them.
I'm very rich. Who's not going to let me touch this? So I pick it up and I look at it and I make a face at it. It's just like a little small statue.
Are you allowed on the stage?
I go on the stage and I look at.
You're doing it anyway.
Doing it anyway.
Yeah, it's just hers. You gonna go.
You know,
But
what's the first
some
thing
of the others, ladies and lords, look around and you see them start moving up on the other side of the stage.
Yeah, right.
And
like, come on, we are royalty. We can do whatever we want. If they can try to tell us not to, but they will be shunned from our homeland for all time.
Yeah, this plan isn't gonna work if she's kicked out.
Nobody's gonna. Hey, I am from the land of Caldor with a branch office in Numeria. Lady of the land, they call me. Now, what's this first piece right here? Would somebody please come explain to me the value or what makes this piece so special? I want to discuss it.
A gentleman comes from behind the curtain.
Hello.
After hearing you say that, and then looking, there's others now standing at the stage and looking at everything and starting to pick up the art pieces and whatnot. I'm sorry, but I'm sorry, Lord. You're not supposed to be touching and it's not that type of an auction. It's you see what you want and then put in your bid. You're not. It's not about feeling and touching, and it's not a physical thing. It's. I'm sorry. I have to leave you. I have to ask you for to just a little bit
you don't
off
want
the
me touching the goods. Okay.
No. If you win, if you woke someone and you bid high enough and win it, then it is yours. But if you damage the item and then someone else is bids for it and wins, then they might be very, very disappointed, and we don't want that.
I really want to make a stink out of this, but I'm not going to because I'm thinking of my teammates here. But I'm, as a fake royal, offended that they won't trust that I touch their pieces. But I put it back down. It's like, fair enough, but please register my displeasure with the owner of this. Please register my displeasure with Mr.
Carlisle.
Carlisle, that's right. I'll have
the
you
little
know,
voice of Tayla in your head.
Yeah, I love fine art, and that's fine. That is fine. And so I look at this piece, and I'm gonna bid on every single one of these. So this first piece, what does it look like? Do I have any idea? What should I bid on it? I'm going to try to bid second highest.
Well, that's the thing. Do you want to bid?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So,
yeah, wasn't it games, law,
games, social, or deception? Deception is more the case of I've already bid on this and trying to get out of bidding on the things. So I'm not saying I'm not allowing deception for this. It would be society or games law. Or if you have art law.
I will do art. Why not? If I nail this, I nail it. I'll re-roll it.
There we go. First re-roll of the night.
There we go.
Okay, a 27.
I should get some street cred for bidding so high on this one. It's an aggressive bid, but not the highest bid. It says, this is a lady from a land who loves art and has plenty of money and is not faking.
Right.
That's what it says.
So how much was that? That was a 27. Oh, just close that down. Okay. So you put a number in, and you don't know because you wanted to be second highest.
Wait. I do not write on paper myself.
Yeah, I write the bid for her, so then I don't have to make one because I'm just a manservant.
Well, that's why I'm saying you don't have to make one because she does.
Work. Plebes, please take care of the details of this transaction. You can
Okay.
always trust plebes.
Yeah. And
Are you going to trust her number, or are you going to put in your own?
No, I trust her number. I know nothing
You
about
dirty
art.
look when I see him hesitate. I'm like, write it down.
Mark off 100 gold.
No, we're not.
Well,
wait a second. I'm just
hang on.
bidding.
Hang on, we don't have to pay now.
I'm just bidding.
Yeah, you've
It's
bid 100 gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not paying.
Surely, when she
Oh,
wins,
screw
then
it.
we pay.
Yeah. What
Like,
kind
you
of
don't pay at the
place is
start. You don't collect everyone's money at the
No
start of the
shot.
silent
Yeah.
auction.
Okay. If they want to stink, they've got it right now.
Yeah, this is not how silent auctions go down in Tony.
No way. I mean, you gotta trust the royals.
Yeah. But
I feel
100
like this
gold.
is already them going like, I'm pulling a Karen right now. Like,
Yeah.
how dare.
100 gold is your bid.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Are they gonna make me pay?
If
right
you win,
now? Okay.
Yeah,
if I win.
yeah.
All right. That's fine.
because you said you wanted to be like second top, but not the top.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
yeah.
you're
I don't wanna
getting
win.
high,
Uh,
but you don't know how. If that's like you're trying to keep it safe, but 100 gold is the bid that you put in.
all right. I'm doing this for credibility.
I'm not even putting a number in for Ezrak because Ezrak's score of 40 is like it's obviously you've got the perfect one, which you're not going to get it. But I'm not even going to give you a number to like what you've bid because there's no way you're going to accidentally have to spend until maybe. So the Gossamer Auction is already being dealt with. The night. Oh, there's a beep. I wonder what that is. Wonder what that is. Oh yeah. So the night goes on. You hear the band take stage. Rune, what are you doing? Are you going to stay with the band? Are you going to start mingling with the crowd? What's Rune doing? Alan? Alan?
Sorry, I had my son in the background. Sorry.
Okay. What's Rune doing?
Ruben is literally just prepping his bow, just making sure that his violin is able to play good. He's also trying to figure out a way to get Homeboy into a locker so he can just take his appearance at the same time. So he's just watching, the cousin, so he can just kind of rob him, and he wouldn't have to do any of this. Because I can I have a spell where I can make a duplicate of somebody, and I'm dying to just like take his place with the replicate, and then just stay with him for the night. This is honestly what I'm doing as I'm strumming my bow, just practicing for the night.
Just as a question, would we have told Rune about the magic thing in this casino? Yeah. So just to let you know, anytime that magic is cast, the head of security knows and comes and deals with you. So don't go casting magic willy-nilly.
He doesn't know where it's cast, just that it was cast in the casino.
And it will put them all on high alert because he'll alert everyone.
Yeah.
I
So
might
maybe
just beat up the head of security now.
No, we have a plan for he's the wheelchair man that we're trying to trap in an elevator. So when he's trapped in the elevator, go crazy with your magic.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, as long as I get that signal. So I'm waiting for the signal to knock that dude out and then take his spot.
If we shared info with Rune, though, you'd also know that, like the person said before, the MC is the one who's running the silent auction later, which means if you take his spot, you're going to be expected to MC, so you'll be stuck on stage.
No, there's a duplicate. There's a duplicate that I can make that'll do whatever I tell it to do for the auction. So there's a spell called Replicate that was in the new Pathfinder for Secrets of Magic, and I thought it was hysterical that you could do it. You can actually make a body double of a person,
but
and it can do specific tasks.
And it's not you.
No.
Wow, that's actually pretty cool. That's actually really cool. So you're just kind of waiting your time, biding your time. What's happening in the kitchens then, as the night goes on?
Tayla is keeping a very close eye on the stress levels within the kitchen. And even though she's personally really tired because of how like the extra long shift has been going on, she's doing her best so far to she's kind of trying to manage the stress levels so they're just constantly below peak. But, so she's like trying to help out, make sure like, she's ducking in to like intervene if something looks like it's about to set someone off. But at the same time, she's also letting it simmer so that I'm feeling at this point, after working there for so long, she's probably picked up a few bits and pieces about certain triggers for certain staff members so that when the time comes, she'll be able to say or do something that will just push them over the edge.
I believe a diplomacy would probably be the best way of doing this, of how because you are trying to just pull things down just enough.
Just enough, yeah. Come on, Tayla.
Would you like to re-roll, or are you going to keep that?
I hate re-rolls. I think re-rolls know that I hate them, and then they spite me.
Yeah, the problem is when you re-roll and it's a 1.
28 is still pretty good.
Yeah, I think 28 is good.
Okay. So, I'll give you the option. I'll give you this as an option. Do you want to, is Tayla pushing themselves out that much that they're covering for other people to try to lower the tension? Or not?
Yes, she is, because she thinks it'll be more important in the long run, even if it's going to give her like exhaustion or whatever.
That's what I'm asking, because that's what you're getting.
She thinks it's more important now to make sure things don't explode early.
That's
like
what
if
you're
she's
getting.
Exhausted, it'll be easier for her to make things go wrong later.
Yeah, exhaustion 1.
Okay.
That's what you're getting. You're getting exhaustion 1. Otherwise, the other result would be at least 1 staff walks. Which would have given you exhaustion bigger later. But okay, so the kitchens are... They're happening. They're busy. They're like, you essentially, like every now and then you go out and serve. The whole place is busy. This is probably the busiest we've ever seen it. But it's never really simple foods like you normally serve. This is the most fanciest food, which takes most steps, the most parts, and the most need to be perfect. One of the things you haven't noticed is you haven't seen Edra Gutskin move through the kitchens all night, which happens from time to time, but not often. What's happening with Ezrak? What's Ezrak doing throughout the night?
Okay.
Where do we find Ezrak?
Yeah, he's keeping an eye on Sherain, making sure that he always has her within eyesight, and just waiting for if she manages to get the key from and just also keeping an eye out for the head of security.
Okay. You haven't seen the head of security all night. We're moving into the hour, so you haven't seen the head of security at this stage. He's been absent, so to speak. There's a lot of casino bouncers on the floor. They're moving around the tables. You have seen Cindella, who's the pit boss, one of the pit bosses, which you believe to be on the take or skimming from the top. But you haven't seen really like the head of security. You've seen Gage on the floor, but Gage has left to go to the VIPs area. So where do we find our lady and manservant?
The VIP area, of course.
Well, wherever Mr. Carlisle is, because I'm about to make my move.
Ooh.
I feel it's the time. It's time. I feel I've been drinking. I'm a little bit buzzed.
Got a bit of that Dutch courage.
And maybe I'll just get lucky, not just with the key.
Okay, so we'll move up to the VIP area. Taylor's no longer in the VIP area. Taylor's now down in the kitchens again, making sure everything's running smoothly. So in the VIP area, Gage Carlisle is actually no, we'll do this down the floor. So instead of Gage being up on the top, Gage is on the floor area. I'm about to head to the VIP area when you catch him. When you catch him and distract him.
Hello, Mr. Carlisle. Fancy meeting you here at this moment.
Well, it is my casino. I do live here and don't seem to get out very often, but it's nice to bring other people in. And did you know that we have a kobold lord of the city? I didn't even know.
Oh my gosh! What?
Lord Blackscale. He's on a date, and I don't think it's going to go smoothly.
You don't think?
No, it's more of a case of thankfully we do have security, and I think I think the mankind emissary is I don't think she was trained. How can I say this? She looks very dangerous.
Dangerous, but certainly Lord Blackscale is not fearful of just.
I don't know.
Human, as it were.
I have no idea. I've never even met him before.
All I know is the name Lord Blackscale makes me feel like you should believe anything that he says.
Have you seen the king? The king is in the attendance somewhere.
Really? The
yes.
King of Gales?
No. Kobold. Sorry, not the Goblin King.
The Goblin King.
Yes, the Goblin King. He's here
Look
somewhere.
over at, Plebe. What? Oh yeah. Well, who's that? I mean, no kidding.
Is his name Karsh the Goblin King?
No. Yeah, from the Puddles district. He's the exiled king, but he's got his own little he's got his little kingdom there, and a little bit of following. But he's here tonight. I'm quite proud of that.
Do we talk about exiled royalty? Where I'm from, it's very hush hush.
Well, if it's from your own country, then you don't talk about them. But if it's from another country, then of course you talk about them. Because they're still then they're royalty to you, but maybe not where they're from. I think that's the etiquette.
That makes a lot of sense, and of course I knew that being a royal myself.
Of course, yes, of course.
Yeah. Hey, so I bet this casino, if I could just, say what.
Oh, God. What? Thank you, Ducky Dolphin, for following. Oh, and that's another alarm going off. Okay.
We've barely been here.
We gotta speed this up here. Okay, so
I know.
Hey.
Oh, I just want to point out as well, while this conversation is going on, he does have 2 bodyguards. Just a reminder.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm not trying to do nothing. Well, nothing that's gonna hurt. Hey, so, Mr. Carlisle, Gage, can I call you that? You can call me, Lady. Forget it. Gage, can I call you that?
I know I like Mr. Carlisle. It's a.
That's your dad's name, I know. Yeah, you're a Gage. You seem like one of those.
Oh my God.
Like you seem like a Gage.
My wife calls me Gage.
Your wife, huh?
She's around here somewhere, I'm sure.
Somewhere. Well.
She likes these functions. She gets to chat with the girls, so to speak.
She's a very, very, very lucky woman.
I think she is, you know.
Perhaps you no doubt live in a. Well, you said you lived in this casino, and this casino is one of the finer establishments I've ever seen. Perhaps your quarters are no doubt lavish and luxurious.
Of course, I mean, if you don't move into, if you don't, well, leave a location, you want to make it the nicest possible, so you can spend your life there. If only my wife understood that. She lives not even in the same district, let alone the casino.
Really, she doesn't. Well, you know, sometimes it does happen that. Well, I know you're not a bachelor, but if your wife doesn't live or spend much time here, sometimes your quarters can be stark and perhaps not as stylish as they might be. You know, I fancy myself a bit of an interior decorator myself. I specialize in making people's bedrooms seem more comfortable. Perhaps we could have a look at yours.
Would you like to do a roll for that?
I sure would.
But before you do that, as the front doors fly open.
Whoa! What? I'm screwing up my game.
Yeah. The front doors fly open. Those close to the door, Ezrek specifically, can see the two guards which were stationed there on the ground with blood. Four figures. You can only see silhouettes of them from like the dark, like the light behind them. Are looking into the casino itself. They take a couple of steps and just disappear into the shadow. They take a couple of steps into the casino and just disappear into shadow, into a mist.
And,
Heist is being hijacked.
What
There's a different heist going on.
Well, that's weird. That's gonna screw up
Double
my game.
heist.
Oh,
There's no shot I'm gonna convince this guy to show me his place.
everyone should be aware of this. Is there panic
just give me a
in the
sec.
casino?
Okay.
Tokens.
Oh, I see. Here we go. Oh no.
Let's go to that, and let's go to this, and go to token layer. Four dark figures emerge from the mist, from the shadows. I'll give you a handout, shall we?
Okay. Whoa, they don't look nice.
They sound serious.
Four dark-skinned, pointy-eared individuals, looking very serious and very evil. Unmerged from the shadows, blades drawn. Well, two of them have blades drawn, two have crossbows drawn. The two with blades drawn turn up right next to the casino guard, out of the shadows themselves. But as the blades hit, a shattering of electricity come from the blades themselves, and the casino guard drops. The people at the tables, the ladies, the lords, the croupiers, get up and they run. The guards, some of the guards are trying to, or some of the croupiers are ushering people to the toilets. Some are ushering them to the stage. Gage's guards hold on to Gage himself and start pulling away from the lady and her entourage.
Well, I go with him. I mean, I'm not going to stay around for this. This seems like a ruckus. So I'm going with Gage.
Mm-hmm. Playing one of my cards.
Uh-huh.
A crossbow bolt strikes Gage.
Oh no!
True strike.
Oh my god, the one time it's been useful.
A crossbow bolt shoots Gage between the guards holding him and trying to cover him for protection. It goes between the gap and hits Gage, and hits him quite a significant wound.
Okay, wait. Oh, it's only me. God damn it! I was gonna play the.
You got a card?
It doesn't. It doesn't work. I can only play it on myself.
Love this. Like, you've triggered my trap
I
card.
might have hang on.
This might be an opportunity.
Okay, so
Yeah, hang on. I've got it. I do have a card.
what?
You
But
get it
it's-
from his corpse.
Okay. Oh no, it's only when you are hit. I can't use it for someone else. Damn.
Okay,
Yeah, this is
So,
a great time
yeah.
to grab that key if we're being coldblooded about it.
So,
This is the perfect time to do this.
Yeah.
Gage
Absolutely.
gets
From the
hit
score.
with a serious wound. The guards are covering him and pulling him away to the bar area.
I got to snag that key.
It might be
Because
very.
I'm holding on to him, right?
It might
I mean,
be
I was-
harder with the guards. The guards are like huddling him to stop any more crossbow
Alright,
bolts
well,
from coming in his
okay.
direction.
All right.
Like the difficulty will
Like the
increase.
president or whatever.
Yes, it's exactly that.
Yeah. Okay.
What are people doing? Ezra?
Okay. Just for now, first step, just going to dive under a table and hide and just look around and just try and get a bigger picture and just form a plan.
Okay. So you dive under a table. Nearest table, pick a table, put yourself under it.
Yeah,
I'm going to turn to the lady Sherain and say, "Oh, mistress, those years in the medical college will now pay off. Maybe you can save the good Mr. Carlyle's life."
You're right. I did do that stuff.
Oh no! So Mr. Carlisle has been moved. You can follow where he is. You can follow the group. But essentially, he is being bundled. I'm just going to move him to. The two security guards are bundling him and protecting him physically, and moving him through the bar area. Ezra, you find yourself under a croupier's table with the pit boss lady. Actually, what's happening in the band area? Is anything happening in the band area? You hear a ruckus going on, and people now running into the main stage area, the ballroom itself.
Oh, they're like running into there?
So, I'll say that you're on stage at the moment playing.
Okay.
Because you do have to play throughout the night, and people are running into the main ballroom area, towards the toilets.
I mean, at first, a part of me thinks like I've never had this many people excited to see me play. But I guess I would ask them what's going on because the bouncer, I guess the bouncer token just moved. So
Yeah, the bouncer's moving towards the conflict.
And everyone looks like in a panic.
Everyone's in a panic. They're running into the ball area, but going into the toilets at the end of the ballroom area.
I would probably like look towards the band and like in a gesture and be like, we should probably check this out. So I would kind of like go forward a little bit to like where the bouncer is like going and see what's happening. Like I would volunteer to be the one to go check that out.
Okay. So move your token to the direction of where you want to go. We're not really doing full specific rules on movement at the moment, because we're kind of more of a narrative type of session.
Yeah. I'm just here at the doorway, like behind the doorway, just kind of peeking my head out to see if it's safe or what's happening.
I'll put you there so you can see a bit more of what's going on, at least. So Ezra, you find yourself underneath the table with the croupier woman.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, with the pit boss, who you know is dirty.
Okay. Oh, Hey, do you know if there's any weapons here we can use or something?
There's no weapons. It's a casino. Weapons are
Oh.
banned. Why would there be weapons here?
I don't know. Just in case stuff like this happens.
That's why we've got bouncers. The city guard shouldn't have let them even come close. What the hell are those things?
Oh, I have no idea. Okay, so are there any identifying features on their clothes or anything about them?
Do a law check, a recall knowledge, I would say.
Okay, so society.
Society, underworld law. Oh, you've got underground law? That might work.
Underworld.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Just open.
Yeah, we do them open most of the time.
Okay.
Okay, so these are assassins. They are...
A year and a half ago, Alexander
What
and
the
Maria
hell is that?
decided to adopt.
That wasn't me. I'm blaming you, Polly. I'm just guessing.
Yeah,
Huh?
I think it might have been me. Yeah, I think that was me. Sorry.
Just as a guess. I don't know. I know you've got multiple setups. So these are Svartalafar. I'm totally butchered that. Shadow Plane Assassins. They are very, very dangerous. And they can move through shadows, indicated by two of them turn up right next to where you are. As they disappear from the shadows into the shadows and then reappear.
I don't know if I failed my stealth roll or she did.
They don't seem to be looking at you. They're not focused on you. They're not even focused on the patrons. The patrons are running around them, and even like they're not. They're focused on the two that turned up around you. Are focused on one person specifically. Pretty much that person, yeah.
Okay. Alright, so what weapons are the bouncers using anyway?
The bouncers, I do have their sheets. I think they've got saps. Not really applicable against assassins.
Yeah.
Yeah, fists and saps.
And these assassins are using crossbows?
Crossbows and curved elven blades. Just shimmering with magic.
Okay.
They have a nice unique ability. They can cast magic into their weapon and cast it through that.
Alright. Yeah, so I'll just wait for one of them to get separated, unless they're sticking in pairs, aren't they?
You believe they are?
Okay. Okay. Just going to wait for others to get in position to be ready to fight.
Okay, so you continue your hide. Ari, Sherain, what are you up to?
On Sherain, you've got to try and
Oh yeah, okay.
pull that crossbow
Oh,
bolt
wait,
out.
actually, before Ari, Sherain, Tayla, we haven't... You're in the kitchen, you're hearing a lot of commotion. A lot of screams.
Are there any
You
bounce?
see Gutscreen leave his office
Oh, that's where he's been.
and then reel out onto the casino floor.
Okay. Well, at least we now know where he is.
With a large hammer in tow.
Okay. Is there a view out from the kitchens? Let me just scroll across. Is that like a? It's only through the door that we can see out.
There's a door there. There's a door to here. There's also a small service door here.
Okay. She is. Oof. No, because okay. She has to like look and see what's going on. So she's gonna like move to the door so she can kind of peek out. So she has visual of the situation.
Yep.
So she's seeing like Gage being covered by the bouncers and
maybe
Shane
there so you
Barrier
can
right
see.
there.
Yep.
And she can see Gutskins rolling out, and she might not necessarily catch sight of Ezra and stuff under the table, but she sees that there's stuff going on. She's definitely thinking that, oh, this wasn't part of the plan. I'm pretty sure we didn't bring any outside hires in. I'm pretty sure it was just meant to be us. Okay. She is... are the only screams seeming to come from this area? Like, there's nothing really happening, or she can't hear from like
You
the
wouldn't
main
know.
stage area.
Wouldn't know.
Okay. She is going to kind of call back into the kitchens, telling them the casino's under attack. Just take that roast off the fire so it doesn't start anything. And we grab a tenderizer just in case and hide under the benches. And she's gonna stand and look out, and she would have grabbed like a probably a meat tenderizer on her way. So she's kind of clutching that, just like.
I just love that your voice went so high that it peaked a few times. And
Yeah, we couldn't hear you.
Oh, okay.
your microphone peaked it. It went, nope, too high.
Casino.
Just doing it again.
Happened again.
Yeah, you're going that high, your microphone doesn't like it.
Everyone, we're under attack. Just hide. Do it now. Take that roast off the fire before it burns.
Liked it better the first time.
Technology, it's so horrible. But it's protecting you. So you're standing guard, so to speak. Ari Sherain will move to you. You see Elder Gutscreen coming out of the security area with a big hammer as he's rolling into the scene.
Wait, who? Who's coming with a big hammer?
The chief of security.
Oh, okay, wait. Okay, so does it look like my guy is like dying right there? Because I can be like, get out of the way.
But he's injured.
I can save him.
He's injured.
Okay, well I say, let me help him. I know how to save him. And do people get out of the way?
Yeah.
The bouncer's like, we need to get him to safety first. Then we can deal with...
Okay, all right, let's go. I don't want to lose him.
Yeah.
Stretcher.
Meanwhile, this area of the casino, like the food area of the casino, the tables and chairs are overturned. It's mostly empty. Most of the people have gone to the toilets area. People are running around. The whole group moved to here, and
Ari's going to stay now that he sees that Gutskin's turned up. Ari will stay where he was.
Okay.
Let them do their thing, and he's just going to turn to Gutskin, crack his knuckles, and nod.
Okay.
Right.
We got one dude going. All right.
Okay. So as the bouncers and Gage jump over the bar, no care about injuries or anything like that or safety. They're just getting out of the way and getting away from danger. They land on Carlisle and keep him covered. For any other further crossbow bolts that are coming through. Other crossbow bolts aren't coming through. You can see the bouncer over here fighting off two of them. The two right next to Ezrak under the table shift again, being chased though. And One comes to you, the other one comes over to here. And the bouncer is chasing them as they move.
All right. Okay, so yeah. I think I can help. And Ezra's going to cast sleep on this one.
Okay.
All right. And yeah.
Okay, we had a saving throw. So under the that was a bit weird. Under the table, are you doing it subtly or are you doing it obviously?
Yeah. Obviously, it doesn't matter if we're caught casting magic and stuff. It will just look like people defending ourselves.
Okay, and it's we'll do say okay. There we go.
But still hiding under the table. I'm not hiding it from the group here with me.
Okay. He fails. Doesn't critically fail, but only just. But does fail the roll. So failure means that he falls unconscious.
Yep.
For 1 round. Okay. So
For 1 minute.
1 minute to fail? Wow,
Yep.
that's impressive.
Yeah, and yeah, once that happens, Ezric's just going to run out and just try and grab his sword and take it away from him, and if he can, the crossbow as well.
As he drops, Sandela just turns at you with shock and awe that you've actually done this. As you then start running out, you see the person that was like essentially hiding under the table over in that section. You see them start casting something, and the individual disappears.
Oh.
Person who was casting?
No. The person that was asleep just disappears.
Oh.
And yes, can I get an Arcane check or your way of casting check?
Yep, Arcana.
Yeah.
Yeah, wizard. So.
Do you want to re-roll that, or do you want to let it
I'm
play?
good.
Whatever it was quite powerful to do that.
Okay.
Ari, what are you doing? Casino bouncers come up from behind. You're like, yeah, we can take this guy.
Yeah,
and
I just tackle him.
just tackle. Okay. Do your tackle.
Yeah,
As it just emerges from the shadows in front of you.
Yeah. An athletics check on him.
Okay. I believe that's a hit.
So yeah, got him in a grapple.
So he emerges from the shadows in front of him. The casino bouncer's running from behind. And as he emerges, you just grab him, and the casino bouncer from behind also comes in and takes out his legs, and all three of you fall to the ground. But he's still grappled. But all three of you fall to the ground. Elder then comes in with his, like, reeling in with his on his wheelchair, hammer in a big arc. He slams down on the individual, not hitting you guys, but hitting the elf, and you can see that it hurts quite a bit. In the other section of the casino, the two that are facing the guard, they're not equals. It's a lot easier to hurt someone with swords and crossbows than with a sap. But you see one of them disappear and then re-emerge towards Rune. Run.
Oh, dang it. Oh, damn. Oh, great. The bouncer guy.
Yeah, takes time for me to move all the tokens around.
Oh, yeah, no.
What's Run do?
Does
Do you
that
stand and
dude
fight or do you
look?
flee?
Does that dude look like he's coming for me?
He looks
I would
scary.
say I would say keep in mind that you're in between him and the stage with the auction items.
Oh yeah, and we're trying to take one of the.
And we're trying to take something from the vault, which is
from the
elsewhere.
vault. Oh, okay. So I don't give a crap about the auction items. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
As long as I know, I don't give a crap about these things. I mean, I just want to get paid back on Homeboy, but I mean, I don't give a crap about these items. Oh no, I don't have invisibility. I thought I did for a second there. Crap.
Run to the toilets.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna run to the toilets. If anything, I'm gonna try to run to the back near the kitchen. Actually, where's the chair? Because we still gotta get rid of the chair for when we get down to the vault, right? Or does it not matter at this point for the chair?
The dude in the chair. Well, he's the guy with the hammer. That just smashed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, he is currently down here.
Yeah.
Okay.
The chair itself, they call it the flying chair. It's essentially it's a dumbwaiter, but the size of a one-person elevator to allow him to go between the levels of the casino. But it's a private dumbwaiter. The one that can go to the VIP area is actually here. So the VIP area one is right there, and the VIP lounge stairs are really close as well. So if you want to run, you can do that. There's also a stage here. There are the stage curtains for the stage here.
Okay, can I come here out of the way of that and then cast knock on this door to see if I can get it to easily unlock?
It's not locked.
Oh, okay. Then can I just unlock this door and go in here? I don't want to be in this fight. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna go in here.
What's your AC?
My AC is hold on, let me pull it back up. My AC is 27.
Okay, so I'll ask you this: How lucky do you want to be?
I'd like to try to be as lucky as I can.
Do you want to? Well, what I'm saying is, do you want to spend a hero point for him not to attack you as you run past him?
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah. Well, no crap. I don't want to spend a hero point on that. No.
No. Okay. Let's do a strike then. Your AC was what? 20 something.
27.
Inconsequential. Wow. 29 to hit.
Thank it.
He had to roll low for that. For 29 to hit, 21 slashing damage as you run past. Right. That's not max, by the way.
Should have beat that dude up when I walked by. All right.
So as you run past, he just slices at you inconsequentially. As you run to the dumbwaiter elevator, there's a sign at the door saying, "For help, please ask staff on how to use."
Okay.
But you run into the dumb elevator and you fight and you get yourself in. There are pulleys around you.
Okay. Can I pull?
No instructions.
No instructions. I hate this crap.
For help, you ask staff. You can close the door, but there's pulleys.
We know how to break it. We don't know how to operate it.
God damn it!
He knows how to operate it.
Tayla was trained.
Tayla was trained. But either way, the killer attacks the bouncer, and there's a fight of that going on. The grapple and everything is going on in the middle. The individual is taking damage, and you see after a little bit, he just disappears and starts coming through the shadows back. The others start moving back and retreating as they've taken damage.
Yep.
They've got one good shot onto Gage. None of them seem to be killed. All of them are injured though. But they've also done damage to the staff, to the bouncers, and they cause panic. Unless anyone wants to keep chasing after them.
No. Going to keep note of them, though. Definitely.
If you wish. Back behind the bar. What's happening? Behind the bar with the stacks on with Gage Carlisle.
Okay, so like I look, is he gonna be all right? I can help him. I know how to do this. Everybody stand back. Stand back, let me.
Taylor, you hear that only meters away from you. You recognize what that means.
I hear what? Oh, Tayla.
Oh, as far as Tayla knows, Sherain didn't smuggle any sharp objects into.
You got to slice lime
end.
somehow.
She knows that Sherain can do regular medicine checks. So she and there'd probably be tea towels and stuff behind there. She is just going to. She's just gonna continue to keep watch.
Okay. Sherain, how do you do your surgery?
Well. Now have people sufficiently backed off. Give him some air. Give him some air.
They move back, but not by much. They're very much on lookout for any missiles coming in, or they're very on edge.
It would be terrible if somebody made a diversion at this point. Sorry, I didn't say that. Okay, so I reach down. Oh, Gage, are you okay? And I do a medicine check on it. I do
he's got a crossbow bolt to the back of it.
I'm snagging that key while I'm doing this.
Yeah, he's got a crossbow bolt to the back of his upper shoulder. Like he's.
Okay, I think I've stabilized him, but I gotta make sure. So I do the mouth to mouth thing real slow.
What?
Tayla is
grabbing the key.
As Sherain actually starts doing the medicine kind of stuff on Gage, this is now when Tayla is going to kind of reach back into the kitchen and probably grab like tea towels and stuff that they would have on hand and just approach the bar. And she's hoping that she's her kind of popping up over the edge of the counter with like wide eyes is going to like slightly distract the bouncers so they're not watching what Sherain is doing as she's just kind of going for the blood. And she's like kind of passing over the tea towels in case, like, to help staunch the bleeding.
Do a roll. I'll let you choose what you're rolling though.
For Tayla?
Uh-huh. I've got different DCs for different ideas though.
Yeah. I mean, she's technically doing it because she's also hoping that it will help.
Would this be a diplomacy?
Was I saying
I've got a couple
medicine?
ideas. That's what I'm saying. You choose. The other two, I was thinking, diplomacy, deception, or medicine.
We'll go with medicine because at the heart of it, Tayla is wanting to help both Gage and Sherain. He doesn't want Gage to die.
Okay. And Sherain, you have a pickpocket, I believe.
Yeah, I sure do. Now I'm gonna swap. Okay, so it's gonna probably take a couple rolls because I gotta swap out the fake key and then swap in the real key. All right, here goes nothing. I'm like, oh, Gage, trust me, we do this back in Taldar, and I like give him the mouth to mouth. Meanwhile, I'm trying to like pull the, or it's thievery, I believe, right? Yeah. Here we go. Give it to me. Oh, nice! Okay. Smoothly pull it out, drop it into my.
One out. You got the original. You got the good one.
Yeah. And now I gotta swap in the real one. I'm like, oh, I think he's gonna make it. Or the fake one. I gotta swap in the fake one. Fake.
Yeah.
Right? We're on the same page here. Okay.
Yeah.
So, do you want to keep it?
Did we roll that?
Should I re-roll it?
You rolled an 8.
Or do we use an edge point?
Or do you use an edge?
So
to
what does
bypass
an
it. An edge will bypass this roll.
Oh, we really should use the
Instant
edge.
success for
Instant
this for
success.
what you're trying to do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
For-
that's
Let's do it. Let's do
thought
it.
of that.
Yeah, that might be
Alright,
necessary.
so this is
Do
sort
it.
of a critical moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
I'll end with this. You spend an edge to, which you've now down to 4. If you didn't, it would have been a failed roll.
Oh,
And this is how I would have played it. The key would have fallen off or fallen out at some point through the night. So you would have had a fake key, but not for long.
Oh, I see.
It
I
wouldn't
see.
have been attached properly.
It wouldn't have been
chain,
attached properly to the chain, but it would have been there for a little bit.
Oh, we were smart.
But you use your advantage. But how does your advantage work on this? Like, Ralph,
Okay.
describe how your built-up advantages have worked for this situation of replacing the key. What have you done to train for this?
Maybe something with Tayla building up trust with the bouncers.
Well, I mean, I've been all over this guy. You know, I've tried to touch him as much as possible.
Oh yeah.
You know, so like I know, like, you know, I have an intimate knowledge of like what at least that part of him looks like. And of course, I have the opening of, you know, having the medicine skill and the thievery, the fast hands. to be able to pull it off.
I also would have taken your training dummy, which is a
that's
trap.
right.
But I think that I think you've had enough to do that. So we'll end here we'll start our break at the end of part 1. Part 1 is get Gage's key.
Nice.
And yes, that
I'm
wasn't
gonna run off with it.
the assassin attack wasn't part of your plan. It was part of my plan. Sorry, we've got different plans here. But we'll be back in about 10 minutes. There was another thing that went off then. I kind of need to just update that too, don't I? So the alarms that are going off, sorry I can't take the sound off and just have it for me but not for the show. But we do have the counter ticking down, and that number is growing and growing and growing every time that goes off. So that's kind of happening. We'll be back in a break, and we'll see what we do with the key. Because we don't just have to get to the vault, and we've also got to get out. Hopefully by the end of the session.
Step 1, really.
Yeah, that's step 1. And it took half the session. How's step 2 going to go? I also blame myself for the lead up for the entrance too, because I wanted to describe how people got in, so that's on me.
It works.
We'll be back soon. Thanks for sticking around, and I don't want the panic. Let's do the Sin and Commerce Gala music.
You're supposed to be hearing all this.
We're back, and our players have survived an attack on the casino. The same casino they're trying to rob. Not their plan. My plan. So we'll assume that, yes, Howland could have healed themselves in the elevator before everything stopped. So Rune could have healed themselves. Are you doing it magically or non-magically?
I was going to do it with Soothe. I was just gonna knock out a level 1 heal.
Okay. So you can while everything's going on, you cast a spell on the elevator. You don't think anyone's going to notice casting spells when all that's going on before everything dissipates and goes around. So you can cast a spell and heal yourself if you wish. Gage is being healed. How much healing do you actually do with your... I'm assuming enough.
Yeah.
even though they get all the other bits and pieces. So you've swapped out the chain. You swapped out the key. You now have the key on your person, Sherain. Gage is very, very thankful for you, and the guards are a little bit more warmed up to you. They're very protective, but you've helped save their boss. And Gage, oh, thank you so much for doing this. What can I do for you? Please, anything.
Well, the question is, what can I do for you? You know, you were gonna show me your quarters, weren't you? I got to get rid of this key, though. I gotta get.
Can I get a persuasion, please?
I gotta give this key to Ari, though.
Because that's.
And then I'm gonna distract him for a while.
Tayla was like peeping out over the corner of the thing after she'd handed over the tea towels, and she'll kind of get another fresh one and be like, "Oh, did you want to swap out some of those bloody ones for this? And do you need to change your clothes? They're very dirty."
You know what? I could find a place to get out of this dirty outfit. That's an excellent idea. You know,
I meant more Mr. Bossman, because he's covered in blood. If you wanted to help him change into something that's not bloody.
Diplomacy and deception, or flirting, or whatever you want. I want one roll from Tayla, one roll from Sherain. They're essentially helping each other in this circumstance. Mr. Carlisle says, "Yes, let's retire to my apartment and get ourselves changed out of this and freshened up."
Tayla is going to sir, would you like me to let Chief of Security? I saw him roll out just before. Do you want me to let him know where you're going so he can make his way to you to just make sure everything's okay?
That's okay. Oh no, yeah. Persuasion. That's a separate one.
So this is diplomacy again?
Yeah. Diplomacy or what?
I mean, in this set of circumstances, it's kind of the true thing to like. It's either
one. It's either one. I accept either one.
Lie. Oh God, wait.
I mean, we don't really have anything to lose with this check.
Yeah. I'm fine with that. 27.
Yeah. With the current events, that would be a pass.
Okay.
He grabs essentially a coaster and writes something out, essentially saying that this is that you're being sent from him because you're not, and that my guards are going to be accompanying me to my private quarters, and that's why I'm not sending a guard. Essentially, that but condensed, explaining why you're telling Gutskin not one of his security. And the four of them start moving to the VIP area.
Tayla is going to
via the kitchen, I think, is probably the safest.
Yeah. So, when is Sherain trading off the key?
I was like, Tayla's like, the dirty tea towels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought we did that with the tea towel exchange with her deception check.
If not, I'll just
so that means that it's in
tear the
Taylor's
dress
possession
off.
now.
Like it's dirty.
Okay.
Oh God.
Right.
That's one way to get it.
It's the Teldorian Ray.
I feel like we just succeeded at life.
Okay. I put a flag for Tayla. Tayla has the key.
Okay.
Okay. So Tayla has the key as Sherain and Sherain, two bouncers, and Gage Carlisle start working their way up to the VIP rooms. And the VIP rooms, while they're not they're nowhere near as disheveled, people are aware And as you go up into the VIP rooms, like you see the doors open to the private areas, and there's a lot of people looking out because there's a two-way glass mirror which you can look out into over the casino, and they're all watching it with great fervor. And that's what they're doing. They're watching the cleanup, as nobles do, because they're kind of disassociated with reality and with the dangers. So, Taylor, what are you actually saying to Mr. Gutskin?
Okay, so Tayla is going to I want everything that she says to be the truth. Because
Okay.
I'm trying to avoid deception rolls.
Okay.
So when she approaches him,
Before we get to that, so Mr. Gutskin, he's there with Ari, who fought against the invaders, and Sandela also brings across Ezrak, unless Ezrak tries to sneak away.
Yeah, he'll come with.
Yes. So what you find is a large group of individuals, people that you know, people that you don't. Ari, a lady who you know is a pit boss, but she's dressed fairly normalish. And another individual who you've suspected is the magical security. Mr. Gutskin's like, do you do bodyguard duty all the time? You do any private work? Or any work for bigger companies instead of doing private work, should I say?
Oh, depends on the pay. You know, my lady, she's got deep pockets. Very deep pockets.
So it's all about the money instead of how you're treated, I see. Interesting.
Oh, no, she's a good lady as well. But, you know, I got bills to pay.
Don't we all? But we find people that are looking for a nice treat, like exemplary treatment. The people that we look for in those that protect our business. But if it's just for the money, then well, we do pay quite substantial. And the casino guard, the bouncer there, he nods. We might be looking. I don't think an offer might be on the table at this stage. At this stage, the woman comes up with Ezrak, Lord Blackscales, apparently, in this circumstance. So, and Sandelo, who's this person? Casting spells, Chief, from underneath the tables. Apparently looks like he made one of them go to sleep. Mr. Gutskin, in his chair, looks eye to eye with Ezrak, Lord Blackscales. Says, are you looking to do anything more substantial in our casino? Were you part of those people?
Oh, of course not. I just I saw him attacking, and I have dabbled a little in magic, and only nothing lethal, of course. Just self-defense stuff, and best way to do stuff like that, make people fall asleep and run away. So I just I used that spell on him and was looking to just disarm him or something.
Now, I will say, I thank you, but I will ask you not to cast any more spells or any magic in the casino. It kind of puts us on edge because
Yeah, of course.
things like that shouldn't be happening in here. Well, of course, things like what just happened also shouldn't be, but we have protections, and he looks behind him. He hasn't really even acknowledged the other person standing there. But he finally just looks behind himself and acknowledges the person standing there. And those protections are substantial, and we would like to keep them, well, we'd like less fuss for the evening when there's so many lords and ladies in attendance and emissaries from foreign nations. But thank you so much. He reaches into his pouch and separates, pulls out something, then separates into two hands, looks at them, and then hands you a handful of tokens and casino coins, essentially.
All right.
50 gold worth each.
Ooh, nice.
This should help your enjoyment of the evening. And if there's anything else, come fetch me. We'll see if we can. If you run out of those ones, we might be able to provide you with a few more.
All right. Thank you, good sir.
And as he's turning off, that's when Tayla arrives.
You're muted.
Yeah, sorry. Tayla, I'm writing notes and I don't want the keyboard to come through, so I'm always muting.
By the way, Chibi writes extensive notes, massive amounts of notes.
I try.
I know, it's amazing. It really is.
Mr. Guskinster, and she's holding got her arms are still with the bloody tea towels and the coaster, and she's like, I just wanted to talk to you about Mr. Carlisle. He's gone upstairs, and she's holding out the coaster with his note on it. He looks at it and proves this. Yes, he's gone upstairs. Okay. Is he okay? Is he safe? He's not injured? It looks he was injured, sir. And she's going to glance down at the bloody tea towels, and she's going to say, but it's okay. It looks like one of his guests was able to treat his wounds. He's gone up with his guards. Sorry, so did he clarify? His eyes just go up for one of his guests. Did he, when Carlisle was going up and giving her the coaster, did he confirm he wanted Gutskin to come up? No. Oh, he didn't? Okay. So that's up to you.
I'll interject and put in that it was the Countessa Sherain that was the one that did the healing. My lady, who I serve, just to make sure that everyone knows exactly what's going on. And yeah, she's just going to say, I don't know if you wanted to go check up on him or if there was any reports that you needed to make, sir, but just so that you're aware of where he went and who he's with. He calls over Sendella's like, Sendella, you know what to do. I'm heading upstairs. And he starts heading up to the elevator. Meanwhile, in the elevator, Rune.
Yeah.
What are you up to?
In the elevator.
Oh, I was honestly about to just run out or peek my head through the door because I'm terrified that this mother freak who hit me is going to hit me again. And I was I don't know who's friend or foe right now.
Oh, you've known it's been a few minutes. Everything is calmed down. You can hear things getting back to things are settled.
Oh, okay. Oh, then I just come outside and just fix my jacket. It's I'm good. I just want to try to find a shut door that would protect me through all this chaos.
Yeah. So as you near the elevator, you see in the distance, some of your team members, fellow Starwatch guards, talking to some of the staff. You've been noted that they're the staff including the chief of security. And after Tayla speaks to him, he turns to the north, and looks like he's heading towards you and towards the elevator.
Okay.
He hasn't noticed you because there's so much else around the place, and people are coming out of the bathrooms and walking past the area now that the coast is clear and the guards are getting things back. The bouncers are getting things back to normal. So
clearing out the dead bodies. Isn't there three dead bodies?
There's a couple of people that went down.
Okay. And the head of security is coming next to me.
You think that the head of security is going to come, is absolutely going to come in your direction, and you're right next to his elevator. You know the plan.
All right.
Can I attempt to just like distract him, like just to keep him kind of there?
I'll give you this as well. I'll give you this as well. Sherain and Mr. Carlisle plus 2 bouncers walk past you beforehand, and walk up the stairs into the VIP area.
Now, does Sherain give me a look? Now, hold on. And they're just doing this as I got out of the room?
I would say, yeah. I would say you've come out of the room, out of your hiding, because that's kind of what's happened. Because you're healing yourself.
I give Sherain like a look, see if she might have accomplished. If she responds back, I kind of give like her a side wink to see if she's accomplished her goal or not. Does she notice?
Well, I probably noticed. I don't know if I would react because I think I don't want anybody to know that like we're connected. Like I'm. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Here's what I can do. I can do a stealthy reaction. I'll roll stealth to be like, it's all
Deception.
good. Deception. Okay.
That should be good.
With 33, you think that no one noticed, but your intent. But Rune noticed your intent that you've got the key parts dealt with.
We're all good. Yeah.
And
now it's time for fun for
and
Sherain.
part 2, which is the elevator, which is where you just came out of.
So, now we need a distraction while we lock the guy in the elevator.
Yeah. Harry's going to grab a handful of cutlery off the floor of these tables that have been knocked over and stuff, and just slowly walk behind Mr. Wheelchair, Mr. Gutskin.
I still stay close to the door, by the way.
Just like, it looks like he's going up to get some food. Looks like Harry's been hungry and he's heading towards that bar that's near the elevator to grab some food. He's not hungry after his fight.
Wait, where's Ezra going?
Huh?
Oh, did you move? I thought you were closer to where the casino bouncer and Sandella were.
Yeah, just going to be somewhere, just going to be near the elevator. So once the distraction is done, he's going to try and disable it.
Okay.
Well, Harry's got the disable. You need to get to the handoff. I thought that was the plan, but...
I mean,
plans, they're so good until they're forgotten.
Exactly.
Tayla is going to be like, after Gutskin left, Tayla... Oh, gone.
Now, back to Ezrak, actually. Ezrak, you notice Sandella walking through the... before you say, I'm here, you notice that Sandella is walking towards the security room. Gutskin's security room.
Okay.
So that's where she's headed.
She's taking his place or something?
He did tell her when he left that you know what to do.
All right. Yeah, okay. Ezric's going to just intercept her and just go, yeah, sorry, I didn't realize that you worked here.
I'm one of the floor bosses. And when a head of security is preoccupied by dealing with things, I make sure that some of the more delicate security measures are taken care of and looked upon.
Of course. And yeah, I just assumed that you were a guest because I thought I saw earlier when you thought people weren't looking. It looked like you were skimming off the top of the tokens.
Intimidate, or something else which you think is appropriate?
Uh,
I've been waiting for this to
Yeah.
happen.
I
Inside knowledge.
I can't intimidate.
Well, find something appropriate.
Okay.
Underground
Or
North.
spend
Underground
an
Mall or
edge.
something like that.
Yeah, I will be spending an edge for this, and just look. I can. I will be willing to keep this a secret if you just if you head off tonight.
What do you mean head off? If I head off, they'll know something's up. They'll probably think I'm responsible for the attack. I can't just head off.
Yeah. I don't know what to do this. I've got a negative charisma in real life, so
So we're spending the edge.
yeah, just
So
Yeah.
the edge is done. You're down to 3.
Yeah. So
Start a fight.
You'll keep her secret if she keeps your secrets tonight.
yeah. Yeah.
I can
Yeah,
maybe I can maybe
tend
look
to-
the other way for a little bit if you're planning something. But if you're involved with that attack,
Oh, of course not.
then I'll call the guard.
You'd like to use your you like to use sleight of hand to get a little bit of luck. I'd like to use a little bit of what I book knowledge to get a little luck, and if we could keep each other's secrets.
So what are you trying to get her to do though? You can blackmail her. You are blackmailing her.
I'm
But what are you
blackmailing
trying
her
to get her
to
to do?
look the other way whenever
With what?
whenever there's magic being cast.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Her face is just like, yeah, great. She pulls out like she goes to the security guard store, like to the head door, and you see her pull the lever, and then you see her pull the lever, and then she pulls out a key, locks it, and and doesn't move anymore. Says, "Oh damn, the place is locked up and I can't find my key." And she just walks off. Really, it's like she looks at you with like daggers as she walks off. And
Right.
and she leans over, picking up a store. And you see her put the key in a boot, and then she walks off into the casino.
I think that's the room that they detect the magic from. So she's now stopped anyone from being in the... Basically, I assume it's like a little security room with monitors that flash whenever there's magic used or something.
Yeah.
That has been mentioned multiple times. So, you think that that's been dealt with. Meanwhile, we go back to everything going on. The locations. Gutskin's on his way to the elevator. Ari's following with cutlery for some reason. Rune is standing outside the elevator. Sherain is moving through the VIP area and led into a private door up through a small corridor richly appointed an upper flight of stairs where another bouncer is standing. Standing at a very secure looking door, which is opened for Mr. Carlyle, in which you both enter, and the
Right. Yeah, I
bouncers
kind of like rub his arm a little bit.
and the
just to
bouncers
show the
do
bouncer
not.
that I'm with him. Yeah.
The 3 bouncers stay outside.
Nice. All right. Perfect.
Now, while I'm not going to go into details, because I'm not going to go into details, I will say this. He undoes his key, puts it in a safe,
Oh,
and locks
yes.
it away.
Yes. Oh, I give him the best night of his life.
God. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
You
he's
earned it, my
distracted.
man.
Hopefully, he feels confident enough that key is now safe.
That's right. That's right.
Strangely, the details in the book actually had that as a possibility, and it does go into if anything does happen, he always puts his key in the safe.
Yeah, right. That's, better safe than sorry, right? You put
Now-
that right thing in right there, we get down to business.
Back to the floor. We go back to the floor because a lot of things are going on at the same time. Ari, you're following Gutsky, and Rune, you can see Ari following Gutsky.
Well, actually, I'm going to run up to Rune and go, "Oh my God, you're in the band. Can you get him to play Harry's song in about 5 minutes? Or a couple, no, like a minute, I will say."
Harry's song. I think we could.
I'm pretty
we could
sure
arrange
they
something
know
like
it.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. We could arrange something like that. We can go back there. And this bouncer is still here. I'm assuming Aries gonna try to do something.
The bouncer's calming the crowd who are now coming out, and he's ushering them back to normality.
Okay.
That's pretty much what he's doing. There's nothing real, he's not really paying attention.
Okay. I was gonna
Subtle.
I was gonna stand here and try to act like a visual barrier as Ari was coming up. If he was gonna be doing the distraction for all that stuff, but if he's not there, then
Well,
I'm gonna go.
that's what I've asked you to do, is basically the band have a distraction for me.
Yeah. That's what I'm basically creating, and creating like a little melody out here for people.
So as you head towards the band, is Rune male or female? We never really got a description of Rune.
Right now, I am male, but my character is a kitsune, so I'm actually not even in my own skin. I'm just like straight up as a polymorph, as a polymorph male human. Like I look human.
Okay,
and
so
everything.
Rune looks like a male human. Yes.
Yeah.
Rune can polymorph. Just as a heads up. So Rune's heading towards the band, towards the stage area, and a young lady. No! Don't you do that. You go back.
I didn't know if I was.
No.
If I was moving towards stage. I'm sorry.
A young lady comes up, dressed in all fine, and says, "Oh, how drunk am I?" and puts her arm around Rune's shoulder.
Oh, okay. Hold on now. Would I know if she's like of any importance or anything like that?
Everybody here is. Are you going to ask?
Sure. So, God, Jesus, hold on. Get my giggles out.
Do I know you or whatever?
Yeah. Hello, madame. Can I?
Just call me Kate. Yeah, just call me Kate. There's titles and whatnot, and I just always like Kate.
Oh, okay, Kate. So
and she's leaning on you further. You're now supporting her weight.
Okay. I think the excitement's gotten a little bit too much for you. Should we?
Did you see that? They're like magic things. Oh, that's the best show I've seen in years. These guys are so puffy. They're so poncy. It's like, meh. But the drinks. Oh, the drinks.
This might be a better distraction.
Let's Let's see. Why don't we? I'm actually going. If anything, if you think that the guards are just like really poofy, why don't we show them a little bit more of your excitement?
Oh no,
if
not
you
the
get up on-
guards. Like everybody, they're all so poncy. They're all just like, oh, I'm lady this, I'm not this, I'm a jig, I'm a. So they just only care about themselves. They don't care about the real people, the workers, the artists, you know, the peons, the peasants.
know who needs
Yeah,
to
she
hear
did
this?
insult you just then.
Yeah, no, I'm fine with that. I don't give a crap about her. But you know who needs to hear this? You need to make sure that you are heard as one who's high in society and life. You need to get on that stage and let everybody know how you feel. Let everybody know.
Yes.
Just let
Perfect.
everybody know. I'll go up with you and I'll leave her there. I'm not even gonna like actually go with her. I'm just gonna leave her there and just watch from the sidelines, by the way.
Just watching watching a crash in slow motion.
Can I get a persuasion then, please?
Persuasion? What would that be?
Diplomacy, yes.
Yeah.
Diplomacy? I didn't know if that would be deception or not. Hold on.
Well, deception is the part that you're going to be there, so that's a separate role.
Okay. Okay. Dang. Wait,
Do you
she's
think
drunk.
27 is enough? I've got numbers here.
Yeah, it didn't work last time. That's what I'm afraid of.
You got three rerolls, or you got 3 edge points for the whole party?
I'll use a hero point. I'll use
hero point. Okay. So reroll again and discard one of your cards.
Okay. All right, hold on. I just gotta put that out, and then I just hit remove on the card. Okay.
Yep, done. Discard.
All right. Let's hope I get something better. All
30.
right, I'm better with that one. I feel more confident.
So you're kind of pushing her to the stage, and she starts moving to the stage, but it's the last moment. She's got you too. She's pulling you to the stage too.
Oh, you've linked arms.
And and as you get to the stage, you both walk up to the MC. You know, that scary one.
Oh yeah, that guy's
and
nice.
she just walks up to the young kid. She doesn't look more than maybe 5 years older than him, and she just pushes him with you in her arm. She just walks up and she just pushes him off the stage, off the front of it, and then starts spouting how the nobles are the enemy of the people, and the people should rise up to all the nobles, etc. And you're now kind of in that situation too, but we might need to come back to that later.
Yeah.
Thank goodness you can ditch this face that you're using.
Well,
No. This isn't even like my real face. It's great. I'm so happy.
Drunken complication is what you got then, and you used it for your advantage, and I hate you for it. Thank you. I love it, but you're also drawn in. So there's a distraction now starting to happen. Ari, what are you doing?
I am waiting for Gage to jump. He's going into the elevator, right? He was going up.
Gage is already up.
Oh, not
You're
Gage.
talking about Gutskin.
Sorry, Gutskin. Yeah, Gutskin.
Gutskin goes into the elevator, and you hear the police system starting to move.
Yep. Okay. I'm going to try and stealth my way into that elevator.
Okay, stealth your way. Actually, no, don't. I was going to say no. I'll do this as a secret.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yep.
Sorry, this probably should be a secret. I do rarely we rarely use secrets, but I think this is important for secret. Sorry about that. I was really late notice on it.
Hopefully it's better than mine.
We'll see.
Yes.
Okay. So
when it starts moving, I go in and try and jam the...
you think no one saw you.
mechanism.
You go in and you jam the mechanism. You don't need a roll. You just
Yeah, that's what
play
the cutlery
around
is
enough.
for.
Yeah.
I just jam knives and forks into the pulleys
And
stuff like that.
and you hear it strain. You hear you can hear him above you, not that far above you, and he seems quite pissed. Then you exit, close the door. Are you doing anything to the door?
No, I don't think I can jam the door in any way or anything. No, I just have a look around, hope there's no guards, and then I'm gonna walk back down to where I last saw Tayla.
Yeah.
And tell her magic's good. We think we've got him trapped.
Yeah.
Let's move to the next phase.
Yeah.
As you approach Tayla, like after everyone kind of left.
Are you still standing there with?
Well, I keep trying to say what she's doing, but then everyone else is doing
Sorry,
other stuff.
sorry, Chibi. Sorry.
So to backtrack, like
We're backtracking again.
when Gutskin was like leaving after she delivered the message and everyone was sort of separating ways, she was going to be like, taking a very noticeable deep breath, like, oh my God, that was so scary. And then she's just going to collapse into one of the tables nearby. And she's just got the pile of dirty tea towels in front of her. And she's just going to look like she's taking a moment to get herself back under control because she's probably now got some blood smears on her outfit from like huddling the tea towels. So she's just looking like someone who's like literally just been in a violent incident and she's just trying to recover before dealing with something else.
And after dealing with the other half, the security, Ezrek's going to walk up to Tayla. Are you all right, miss?
Oh gosh, there was so much stuff happening, and then she's just kind of like she's gonna like swing towards him like she's been surprised that he kind of came up behind her, and as she does that, she accidentally like kind of swipes the pile of tea towels onto the floor, and then she's like, oh gosh, yeah, can you help me get these? And then she's just gonna kind of flounder down to the ground to like start picking up tea towels.
All right. Do I notice a key?
You notice everything. You always notice everything.
Okay.
But does anyone else notice the key? So can I get a deception or a stealth from Tayla? Taylor's
great.
best rolls.
Oh, frick, I'm gonna re-roll that.
If we have to, we'll use an edge point.
Let's try that again.
Nice.
All right.
Oh,
36.
just do that.
Critical success of 36. No one seems to notice anything.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to subtly pocket the key.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
So you now have the key.
Right.
What's happening? Ari's in the area.
So I'd get, like, when they're doing that, I'd just come up and help and tell them, yeah, he's stuck.
Okay.
But whisper
Yeah.
that he's stuck.
No magical detection. I'm going to go to the vault. Hopefully before the bouncers return down there after all being drawn out here. Just going to, once nobody is looking, I'm going to turn invisible.
Okay, where are you going to cast this?
I'd suggest the toilet.
Yeah, that's probably for the best. Just going to walk off to the bathroom to freshen up after handling those bloody towels.
Okay.
Is the chief of magical security still just loitering on the grounds, or has he also?
He's
departed?
still around. He's not looking at anything specific. He's still hanging around. People are settling back in to things. He He's not really alert on things. He was just there at the time having dinner when things went off.
Yeah. Right,
Dinner and disintegration. A regular night for him.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been a while since he's had to cast things like that. So you're now cloaked for 10 minutes.
Yep.
Timer is now started.
Okay. And I'm just going to immediately make my way down to the basement without letting anyone notice.
Okay. What's Ari doing?
Harry is now going to head and see what he hears this ruckus that's going on in the ballroom. Obviously, there seems to be something that's going on, so he's going to go check that out.
There's something going on. There's a couple of bouncers on in front of the stage now, trying to get this person off. You see a young man who's on the ground. He's got a dagger in hand, threatening the woman on stage, and threatening the man with him, as she keeps on spouting this whatever about how the people should rise up and blah 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 blah, give the money back to the people, etc etc etc. In total opposite to the gala itself, and there's people yelling back at her, saying that but we're donating the funds of the night to charity back to the people, and we do all these great things, and she's having none of it.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much what's happening.
I guess I could take advantage of this distraction as well.
I so just want to yell a massive intimidation to all the nobles to join in with their cause, but I shouldn't.
You don't think the nobles are going to be on her side?
Yeah, exactly.
And I was going to say, like, you're currently in service to a noble as part of your cover, so...
But Harry deep down inside just wants to shout with her.
Right.
Okay. So Ari's over there. You're not going to go try to do the vault as well?
No, not at the moment.
Okay.
Not until I get a message in my head that he needs help.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Ezrak, can I get you to do... It's more than athletics for timing than anything else. Or perception.
Okay.
It's just your timing to get through the doors.
Yep.
There's 8 cashiers on duty, by the way.
All right. Yep, that's pretty good.
So the doors open. One of the bouncers walk out with another case for the tables, and you walk past 8 cashiers and 2 bouncers without a single one of them noticing you. Can I get how are you going to open the door to the stairs going down, though?
Okay. Is there anyone there?
You're behind a bouncer.
All right.
So we'll show this on the map of kind of where... So you're behind a bouncer. He's not that far away from you. Looking the other way, but not that far away. You have the double doors of what you believe to be the flying chair, or you've got the stairs to the side.
All right. All right. So he's just standing there, and
I interject.
Yeah.
I think I know. I think I can just. I think I'll cast Mage Hand and use it to subtly knock something over that he's staying next to.
There's the cashier drawers.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll just knock something over, and have him just pick
like
it up.
a pile of chips, like knock a pile of chips over or something like that.
Yeah. I'm curious what Chibi was going to suggest, but...
I mean, like, Tayla's thing was, she kind of, when I realized that he had to go behind the cashiers and stuff, Tayla was going to be like, she was going to like nip back to the kitchen to like just get one of the other, not the sous chef or head chef. She was just going to like, she was going to be standing there, you know, with the bloody tea towels and like some blood on her, going, I'm just going to take 5. I'll be back. It looks like everything's under control. I'm just going to take 5 in the break room real quick. Yeah. And she's like going to be like, you know, trembling and everything and not even waiting for a response from the other staff. She was going to dash to the thing, so she's walking in.
And Taylor's now with Ezrek. And she walks up to Ezrek and walks past, opens the door. Okay. I'm just going to move your token.
And, you know, just to make sure that there's enough time for, like, Ezrek to walk into the room after she's opened it. She's just, like, looking at the cashiers, like, she's still, like, looking frazzled, going, oh, my gosh, that was so hectic. I'm so glad none of them ever came close to you guys. You're all okay, right? Mindy, you're okay? This is so shocking.
All right.
Brilliantly done.
Once
I don't mind doing flashbacks and whatnot for these.
Once Tayla closes the door, Ezerek's just going to say, just going to let her know, yeah, I'm right here.
Is Tayla going to the break room?
She is going to head towards the break room because that's what she said. She's trying to make sure that any lie that she spins, she's acting it through so that it's true. And she's going to say, did you want me to try to distract the guards?
If you can.
Okay. So she is... okay.
Are you distracting them in the break room or out of the break room?
Well, no, because she wants to distract the ones who are at the vault door.
Okay, yep.
So she's going to go down the stairs, and instead of turning towards the break room, would she have, I don't think she'd know who's on duty here.
These are not ones that often are in the break room. These are ones that are very much insular. They're not as social. These are the elite casino bouncers. Okay.
So I think she still has the coaster from...
Yeah,
okay.
Like they probably don't know about the attack.
Yeah, so she's basically going to go down there to gossip with them and just, like, she's going to kind of pace back and forth in the hallway, and then she's going to peek around the corner going, like, hi. And she's still holding the tea towels, and she's holding the coaster, going, do you guys know what happens?
They don't move from where they're posted. It's like, what's going on?
She's going to hold out the coaster.
You're not supposed to be here. What's that in your hand?
The coaster, this was written on by Mr. Carlisle. He wrote on it because I had to talk to Mr. Gutskin because, oh my gosh, there was an attack upstairs and these tea towels have Mr. Carlisle's blood on them. I don't know what to do. I can't really put them in the kitchens because that's where the food is, and you really shouldn't mix people blood with food that will be eaten. And do I just put them in the break room? But it's like, I don't know. And the coaster, like, he wrote on it himself, and I got to speak to Mr. Gutskin, and they've headed upstairs to make sure that he is okay. He is all right. He was treated by someone who seemed to know medicine, but there was an attack in the casino. I am getting this story so jumbled. I'm sorry. There were dark, shadowy people attacking. So that's literally how she's still, like, she is getting it all jumbled, but she's like saying the true facts. And she's just like, I'm so frazzled. And then she just starts pacing, like, in the doorway, like back and forth, like someone who's got a lot of nervous energy who just can't sit still. Because she's just like, I didn't know working here could be like that. And have you heard? Like, she's just again, like, I think Bob may have been hurt really badly upstairs. When he first came in, there were some bodies that weren't moving.
Just go sit down in the break room, get some rest.
I came down here because I knew I needed to change and get the blood off me, but the break room was like so small. I just wanted to pace up and down because and I didn't want to obviously do that upstairs because you can't just have a bloody person walking up and down like the between all the people in their finery. So I was just walking, and I just didn't want to be alone.
Ezrak, you know your time is ticking.
Yeah.
I'm going to add time to it from the flashback, but the timer is ticking.
Yeah, I've got.
You're really not budging.
As I said, that's the timer going off, but you get more time.
Yeah. Okay.
Just pause. Upstairs, in the private bedroom of Gage Carlisle, he leans over the bed and starts undoing the door to the safe.
Wait a second. Wait, what? Well, hey. It hasn't been long. I mean, is he that fast? No shot.
and functionally, at certain awareness points, he will check for the key, and this is him checking for the key.
Okay.
In roleplay, I don't want to go there that much.
I feel like that was an extra way of Sherain buying some time.
Right, yeah. What?
Yeah,
But if you would like to do a persuasion, a diplomacy, or social, you can try to avoid him checking the key, if you would like.
Yeah, I might as well try because, I mean, if he sees the key in there, like he might... Well, no, he hasn't He has not discovered the fake key yet, so I'm going to just let it go. But I'm going to be like, I'm going to try to hurry him up.
Okay. So he undoes the safe and checks to see the key's there. The key's there. He redoes the safe.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Don't know what that was about, but
that's the one pass that he doesn't notice the fake. The next time, I have told you, he will notice that the key is fake.
Okay. Well, I'm keeping him busy in the meantime.
Back
Show him
downstairs.
that good time.
Back downstairs. Just outside the vault room. The timer is now in play again. They're just telling Tayla to go and relax and go and sit down. If you need to pace, just pace along the cells.
Oh, my phone down.
Yeah. Just in case, Ezra's knowing that the time might running up, so he's just ducking you out of view.
Mm-hmm. How much of a scene are you willing to make?
Tayla?
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, her idea at the moment is that she's going to be, okay, sorry, and then she's just going to start pacing back and forth so they can see her pacing, because she'll be walking the full length, like basically up towards the stairs, back down again, up, down, and then she's going to, like, partway through, she is suddenly just going to let out a scream, like, sorry. Okay.
So you're making the scene.
She's making a scene, and she's going to, like, drop down to the floor and huddle as if, like, she saw something that scared her from the stairs.
One of the guards comes out of the patrol, out in front of the vault door. He picks you up from your couch position, puts manacles on you, and carries you into past the break room and into the cells.
Jesus Christ, what a bastard.
Okay.
That man ain't playing nothing.
Settle down. We'll be back later.
Where's he headed?
As he's like carrying her, she's inundating him with information. Like, I think they had dark skin. They had like weird cloak things. They had like pointy ears. They must have been elves or something. They didn't have any hair. So be careful of any people who don't have any hair.
Okay. For Ezrak, they headed to the north. I'll just move your token to the north. Headed into this room here, and the cells are somewhere in here.
Okay.
You also know from description that's also the break room area.
Okay, and after he put her there, where's he headed?
He hasn't come back yet.
Okay.
You now only have one person.
Now or never.
Oh, fuck.
It's a big vault door. Slam it into him.
He's a small little kobold.
Yeah.
shit. Can't he sustain the spell to make the invisibility last longer?
You can cast it more than once, but
Yeah, casting sleep.
casting sleep. Okay. There was ways of doing this. You could have just tried doing athletics and knock the guy out, or. But okay, we'll do off a saving throw.
Yeah,
Everything rests off a single saving throw from an elite bouncer. Let's see. I hope someone's got a card which might help this, but we'll see.
I mean, most of them require you to be within range.
I don't have.
Uh-oh, what happened? We're screwed.
Yeah.
This is gonna ruin my good time.
Ezra, can you
Just
see?
spend an edge point on it.
Oh, okay. Just
we-
going to. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
hell yeah. Nice.
All right. Just going. We have to do this quickly before he
Yeah.
wakes
The
up.
guard just falls asleep, and he's just leaning up against the wall, and his head's just.
Yeah. Hopefully he doesn't know that it was because of magic, but just because of fatigue or something. Just going to quickly open the vault door.
You have a key.
Yeah.
You have a door. You put the key in the door. How do you turn the key?
Right. Was it mentioned how it was turned?
No.
Right.
Oh,
Clockwise or anti-clockwise?
All right. Yeah, just lefty loosey. Yeah,
Which is
so
clockwise or
just-
anti-clockwise?
Yeah, so that would be anti-clockwise.
Okay, you turn it anti-clockwise. You hear clicking along the way. Multiple clicking. You get a full circle. The vault is not opening yet.
Okay. So that sounds like it didn't work.
It was doing something.
Fuck. Going to turn it counterclockwise. Go and turn it clockwise now.
Okay. As you turn it clockwise, again, you notice everything. And I'll give this to you because you do notice everything. You feel that what you just did just undid what you originally did.
Okay.
As in, you re-locked it.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Turn it counterclockwise.
Turn it counterclockwise. You start unlocking it.
Okay. And yeah, just keep turning it.
Counterclockwise again. You unlock it even more. That's twice. What's the third one you're going to do?
All right. Test it to see if it's
Nope.
unlocked. Okay. Keep going.
You start locking it again.
It's like a combination lock, but with a key.
So with
I'm
some
guessing.
experimentation, and unfortunately with time, you can figure it out, or you can make a roll.
All right. All right. What roll?
Locksmithy, or essentially picking the lock,
Thievery. Yeah.
or
Do we know how many edge points we have left?
you have 3 edge
Two?
points left.
I'll re-roll that.
I will say this takes more than 1 edge point to get. This will take substantial edge points to get through. You're re-rolling that. Let's take one of your cards, or you take one of your cards away and take one of your hero points away.
Yes.
Yes.
With a natural 20.
Ezorect, let's go.
With a natural 20, I will say you unlock 3 parts of the 5-part lock.
Jeez.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Yeah. Let me. All right. Which?
I'll be fair. With a natural 20, you start just playing quickly with, and just so happens the first time you figure it out, it's anti-clockwise, then clockwise, and it opens. But I'll give that with a 20, because a 20 should be rewarded.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
you open the vault quietly, a big steel heavy door, and then you close it back up. And you close it back up quietly, not locking, so you're not locked in. But you're closing it. You notice everything. With Which one? Which direction do you want to notice? In front or behind?
All right. Behind.
Okay. As you're closing the door, you notice on the back of the door runes inscribed on it.
All right. Do I know what these are?
Arcana check.
All right. Fuck.
These are an alarm spell.
Okay.
But with a 34, you believe that entering is not going to trigger it. It's more leaving is going to trigger it.
All right.
And as you're looking at this and trying to describe it, what you don't notice is, and let's draw a hand up because, yeah, it deserves it. What you don't notice is this, which slicks out of the shadows behind you in the vault.
Okay.
Does that count as machine enough to interest Sherain to take home?
Yeah,
All right.
And
oh yeah, 100%. You could be my friend.
I also put as buddy, but I don't think it's probably seeable. Where you might also see is, I don't know if it's how it works or not, the dead body of a genie.
Oh.
Didn't quite make it.
At its feet. Thank you, Neurocroc, for the gift sub. And Dr. Oblong, welcome back to the Goblin Cave Society again. Yeah. Thank you so much, Neurocroc. Everyone gets 2 cards, 2 hero points. I will get that set up while we're playing this out. Yes, you just had to throw one away. So you see this creature just slipped out of like just a dark corner. You didn't really notice before, and you see the remnants of what looks like a dead genie at its feet from this darkened corner, looking down at you.
Right.
I wasn't expecting you. What a
so my invisibility has worn off.
Invisibility, that's wearing off right now. That was the alarm for your invisibility, by the way. But yes, the invisibility wears off, and I wasn't expecting visitors. How interesting. How curious.
Oh, yes. I didn't see anything.
You didn't see anything?
I'm here to do my own thing. You do yours. It's fine.
Let's pretend like this just never happened.
These are not the droids you were looking for.
Are you broken? Are you blind? Is there something wrong with your head? I can probably fix it.
Okay. So yeah, I'm just going to just be circling around the table, just keeping my distance and just like yeah.
On the table is an opened box. Looks like it's been ripped out of the walls, cut out of the walls, so to speak. And in the box seems to be a vest. A black vest with sharpened metal edgework around it.
Okay. And
so what are you for, little? What are you here for, little one? You don't look like one of the workers in the casino.
Okay. So the thing that was ripped, the vault that was ripped off, the little safe that was ripped off, it isn't doesn't have the number that we're after.
No, it does not.
Okay. So yeah.
It's quite rude to ignore your superiors.
Yeah, I'm here for, I guess, a similar purpose as you. And yeah, just going to keep my eyes out and try and find the vault that we're looking for.
Are you here trying to explore the cosmos? I don't think you are.
What? May I ask what you're here for?
You may ask, of course. The tall monstrosity just skitters around the plinth, the essentially a large desk area, and the blades are quite disturbing as they move.
Yeah,
The four legs.
I'm making sure to keep on the opposite side this entire
Yes, I've
time.
noticed that you're moving like that. Fleshling, I'm here for, well, 2 reasons. I'm here for this vest, and to explore pain to its foremost, and thus learning about the cosmos.
Okay.
Do you like my vest?
Uh,
I designed it myself many years ago. It's gone through some owners in its time.
Yeah, just
It shouldn't be locked up here.
Yeah, I'm just going to keep her talking while I'm just scanning the room for the number that we're after.
Again, you're quite rude, little fleshling, or scaling, I should say.
Oh, sorry, it's just you're quite frightening and impressive, and just
I wonder, could I exchange those scales for flesh?
no, I
Have you ever considered wearing flesh? It's kind of supple, as its metal claws just scrape along its skin. Open it up just a little bit.
Okay,
But it's very fragile. I could make it stronger if you'd like.
Thanks for the offer, but I'm fine how I am. Do I find that safe?
It's on the opposite side of it.
Okay, so like here?
I could remake you to something so much more. I reassure you that the pain will only go for a lifetime.
Okay.
A very long lifetime.
Alright. Alright. Fuck.
Perfect time for that guard to wake up and just come in here. Like,
Yeah.
like
I'm casting invisibility. Alright, and I'm going to trip the alarm.
Nice.
Okay. Do you want to take the vest? It's on the table right there as well.
Alright. I'm going to grab the vest, trip the alarm, open the vault, and just throw the vest outside.
Okay.
And
So you go invisible. The alarm still goes off even with invisibility. It detects you. There's nothing active in the alarm. There's nothing like that it's gone off. It's sensed. It's like you saw the runes go off, but there's no audible alarm go off in the vault or even directly outside the vault. You throw the vest out. The individual that you're talking to, this monster, just fades into the wall and disappears.
okay.
I will speak to you again, little one.
Yeah. Okay. And
You won't be forgotten.
while this distraction is happening, I'm just going to go to the safe that we need, unlock it.
Okay, so you go back to the safe. You come back in. The vest is now thrown out. You go back in. It was pretty much where it was standing at the time. You see a lot of blood in the corner where the genie was killed, and you unlock the number 121 pull out the large safety puzzle by that. Place it on the bench. I've got a thing here actually, probably descriptions. There we go. No, not the fleshing part. Where is it? It's here. I've got it right here in front of me. Vault alarm. Yes, you've done that. You just did that, of course.
Yeah.
Okay, you go get the lockbox and you open it up. To find nothing.
What?
An empty box. It smells harshly though. Smells faintly of harsh chemicals. Can I have an alchemy or craft check, please?
Okay. So crafting.
Yeah.
Right. Come on. All right. Nice.
You've smelled this before. You smelled this a long time ago, but it's quite distinctive. It smells like the zoo.
This is that poison. I wanted to figure this out.
There's that faint sense of it in the air. There's that, like, there is a smell of it in the air. There's that, like, you think maybe you could trace it?
Okay. Yeah, Okay.
You think maybe you could track it? There's, like, you've smelled it before. You've got incredible senses. I think you even have smell as a scent.
No, I don't.
No? Oh, that's
Tayla does.
And the guards decided to put her in jail. The fuck?
Just
Tayla.
break it out.
Tayla has it. Not you. There's a guard outside the door. You have an empty box, but you have a scent. There's a guard outside the door. What are you going to do?
Okay. Yeah. The door's open and I'm still invisible.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm just going to make my way out and just try and follow the scent.
Okay. So you try and follow the scent. Can I get a survival, please?
All right. Actually have
Oh, wait.
this?
There's other things. Yeah, I think survival is probably the one suitable.
Okay. Nice.
Okay. Passing the roll, you start like moving down the corridor, tracking the scent.
Yeah. Good thing this would probably be my lead. So
Yes, this is certainly your lead. It comes to the door, the same door that Tayla was moved to.
okay. All right. There's nobody in the hallway or anything.
There's nobody in the hallway, not at all.
All right. Yeah.
I know there's half a token, but there's nobody in the hallway.
All right. Yeah. Just going to open the door.
Okay, the door opens quietly. You find yourself inside what looks to be a break room.
Mm-hmm.
There's a guard sitting at the table, having repairing some wounds that he took.
Okay.
And you see there's some food there as well. At the side of the room, there's a desk that seems to be full of bits and pieces. To the side where you are seems to be lockers. A lot of lockers.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
You can hear ranting from further on. Tayla still ranting and screaming and causing a distraction.
Okay. I'm going to cast message targeting Ari. Can I get your help right now?
All right. Yep.
Yeah, and I'm just going to try and identify where the smell is coming from.
Okay.
So this cage, it's just bars and stuff.
What do you mean cage?
Wherever Taylor's locked
Oh, so you can easily walk through down because you're invisible. So yes, I'm just going to move your token so you can see kind of. Whoops, that's stretching you. So yes, they're cages. Like they've got their own private jail down here.
Okay.
So they're bars, yes.
All right. So
And
where
the
is this
casino
smell
guard
coming from?
is right next to inside that area. It's in this room somewhere. You can't really track it down. You'd need another roll to track it down in this room. It's faint.
Okay.
It's not recent. It's faint.
Part of her distraction, Tayla was going to also be like, okay, I think I'm getting calm again. I think I'm okay. Oh, can you get, I think, was it Bruce who was there tending his wounds? Can you get him to give me a spare uniform? I need to change out of these clothes. They've got blood on them.
All right. Yeah. I'm going to cast message and let Tayla know about what I just discovered, and that it leads into this area, and to be on the lookout for smells.
She'll take a deep breath and see if she notices anything, as if she's taking a deep calming breath.
In a deep calming breath, can I get a perception, I think, because you do have the scent. Taylor does have the ability for scent.
Oh, I'll re-roll.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because that's not a 7.
No, that's a...
You can't do worse.
Equal it though.
So that brings it down to 5 for your hero points. Also, discard a card. I've just been giving everyone cards.
I need to.
Sorry,
Yeah,
sorry, Neurocock. It took me a while to do that. I had that. That could have been an interesting card. So for 26, you didn't need to get high because you do have scent. You've been here before. And I'm guessing Ezrak described the scent.
Yeah. Yeah. Just he's letting you know that it's the thing we encountered in the zoo where that poisoned the animals and made them go bonkers.
Okay. Are you playing that card or are you discarding one of them?
I was discarding one from before that I hadn't used. So I should be at 5.
Okay, cool. I've got you down at 4 though.
Yeah, because I think when I used the first one before Nero resubbed, I forgot to discard a card. And then, so it was still at 5 when it should have been 4.
Okay, gotcha. I didn't realize. Yep, gotcha. So, as it's described to you, it's like, that's right, you smelled that the other day. You smelt this, whatever it is, that strange thing the other day, and you smelt it around maybe the lockers? That's right, the lockers. You smelt that strange acrid smell in the lockers, and you thought someone left their lunch or food for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. She'll, I can respond in the message. Can't I? No. I have to be able to see you.
Well, you can cast your own message.
Duh.
Yeah.
But I was going to say, like, because she was saying, like, she wanted a new uniform. Does the elite bouncer get the regular bouncer to open the lockers to get Tayla a new uniform?
Yeah.
Nope. He's just waiting for you to calm down.
Oh, she's been calming down.
He's just waiting for you to Karen out, and then he's going to try to deal with you.
Okay. I need to go back and finish my shift. I've been here since 8 a.m. this morning. Oh, you need to let me out. I need to go back to the kitchens. I've been trying to keep the sous chef under control. She's about to lose it with the head chef, and she's been eyeing the meat tenderizers. How long have I been down here?
I think that's a deception because she knows she hasn't been eyeing the meat tenderizers. She's been eyeing the knives.
I thought I distracted her from the knives. Were the schnitzels not enough?
It's enough. It's enough. It's a little white lie. Okay. She doesn't understand it. And releases you from the prison.
Do you think I'm allowed to keep the coaster? Like Mr. Carlisle wrote on it. That's like, it feels so precious.
It's really not. Oh, there's an alarm going off.
Uh-oh.
What?
What's that mean?
So, back on the floor. Who's actually up the floor? Oh, Ari's up on the floor.
Rune's on stage.
Rune's on the stage. Ari's on the
Look, you're-
floor.
Rune's alibi is tight.
hmm So back on the main floor.
Oh damn.
Back on the main floor, you notice Mazar come into the back of the ballroom. And he casts like a flash of lightning, just like almost a streak of lightning across the sky. Like across the top of the ballroom. The guests that are there that are watching, again, being insulted by the distraction, think that it's like they just turn and it's so pretty, and it's like that gets their attention. Says, okay, everyone, just get the heck out of here. Go back to the casino. Ignore those two. I will deal with them too. And then he starts walking towards the bouncers that are in there. He speaks to all of them. You see one of them run to the back doors and locks it. Another one runs backstage. And you can hear something happening with the stage entrance door. And the other one starts like moving through the crowd quickly into the casino itself.
Okay.
As for the woman, she goes to sleep. And then she gets turned into a fluffy bunny, which she's picked up and put in a bag.
That's nice.
And then he orders the band back to playing. You're seeing that there's something that's not really... Like, while... Like, he hasn't been noticed around the place, something has triggered him. And the guards are now very much on edge.
Alright.
So, is Rune going back to play? Or what's Rune going to do?
And I have
the woman who
no
was
idea.
in your arm was like the one doing all this was essentially put to sleep, and then he walks up to her and casts something else, essentially turns into a little bunny rabbit, and then puts her into a bag. What are you doing to that?
And the dude's on the stage with me.
Yeah, she's been
now?
in your arm the entire time. She wouldn't let go of you. You're her backup, remember?
Yeah. Okay.
Are you saying anything to him?
Here you go.
Yeah. You had nothing to do with her. She just grabbed onto you and wouldn't let go.
I am an innocent bystander in all of this, sir. I assure you, I have made no gestures or anything of any kind. You know, if anything, I think this is a clear example of what happens to people who just can't keep their mouth shut. So here you go. I pet the bunny and I try to hand it to the person.
Jackamir reaches out for the bunny, and you see he's got reaches out for the bunny, and you see he's got his knife in his hand. Still. Mazar...
As in the MC?
Yes. Mazar just pulls the back, like, no. She has a title. No.
That kid has
While this is
freaking
going on,
tendencies.
If you are with the band, do not leave. I'll be speaking to you later tonight.
Oh, I sure won't.
He
Is there a
turns to the
guard
band
in
and says,
back,
well,
by the way?
play. And walks off. A guard actually went side door to the stage. You heard the back door being closed and secured.
Okay.
while all that was going on,
While that's going on, yes.
Ari run into this bathroom that's just there, and he's going to swig a potion of shrink, and then he's going to play, not that card.
We've got cards to play.
I'm playing a card. I'm playing a surge of speed, so that after that, he's just going to run really, really, really fast.
So Surge's Plead. Play at the start of the creature's turn. The creature is quickened on its turn and can use extra action only to take a single action to move trade. So you turn yourself into a small little... What?
A tiny... Oh, well, I'm a tiny halfling, like...
Tiny little halfling.
3 inches big. And I'm going to then just run like a quickling into this curtain, because I've been told that there's some stairs around here, and hope that that's where the stairs are.
Okay.
And hope to get downstairs.
Okay. So you run behind the curtain. You see that there's instruments there. There's like, this looks to be storage for where the other bands have been playing, the lesser known bench. You see there's people like milling around as well. They pay no heed to you. It's a dark area.
Yep.
And there's a door at the end. That might be a problem with your size, though.
Oh, no, it won't, because Ari's going to hip and shoulder it with an athletics check.
Go through the door. That's got to be noticed.
Okay. So the door
Hopefully
flies open.
I'm not.
The door flies open unexpectedly. Very much unexpectedly. And now you've got another door.
Really? Okay. I wish I knew this map better.
I was like,
You had access to
where is Tayla? Wait, where is he trying to go?
Downstairs.
He's just gone up to the small stage, the backstage of the small stage, which no one has explored before. He's busted open the door, which is between them and the cashiers.
I feel
There's
like
still another door to the cashiers, though.
I thought that was a door to the stairway.
okay, because I feel like when Tayla first went to the break room, she would have told them like, you have to go behind the cashiers and stuff. It's like she would have.
Well, it's a different way. You've got another door there, though.
Oh my god.
Yep. Okay. He's charging through.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, meanwhile, with
Okay.
Tayla,
So that one, I will say that's a yes. That one was a much more secure door. It opens a little bit from the hip and shoulder, and you sneak in from there. I'll allow that. And they just close it back up afterwards.
Yeah.
And the other doors, I'm not going to care about because stuff is happening. Okay. So I'll bring you in essentially into the guard room, if that's where you're going.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm assuming Tayla would message back that the smell is from the lockers, and using that, Ezric will just try and whilst taking advantage of his invisibility, just go to each locker and give each of them a sniff until the smell is very strong.
Okay. So as you're searching the lockers, it'll be another survival or etc. To go through.
Right.
But now you've actually got a target to go through, like to really focus on. That's the point here.
All right.
Would you like a reroll or use an edge?
Oh, use a reroll for this.
Okay.
Right.
Using a reroll down to 5.
All right.
Getting rid of nasty, hasty block.
Wrong one. Yeah.
I'm just going to get rid of the card. Okay. So with a 33 of survival, you find the locker. Thankfully, it's unlocked. Strangely, on the front of it, it's one of the only lockers which doesn't have a name to it.
Huh.
It's unlocked. As you open the locker, it's empty. Bar one thing. A note. With your perfect eyesight in the darkness, as you look into the darkness, I fucking quit. F.
F.
It's the only thing in the locker. But it smells like this. It's whatever was in the vault in the safety deposit box had also been in here.
Okay, so this was okay. I'm going to snatch the note and and put it in my pocket. And okay, I guess I didn't really need a distraction. How much time would I have left for my invisibility at this point?
I'll say about half.
Okay. All right. That should be plenty enough time. I'm guessing it sounds like Ari opened all the doors on the way. So, yeah. Ezrek's just going to take advantage of this and try and make his way to the bathroom before the spell wears off.
Leaving Harry here going, what am I doing down here?
Can I have a society check from Ezrek
Okay.
before you leave? Okay. You were told that this is also where the employment records are kept.
Okay.
There's a desk on the other side of the room.
All right. And so there's a bouncer in here. He's
There is a bouncer in here eating and patching his wounds.
Okay.
And there's Ari right behind you, this tall.
Okay.
Standing under one of the chairs of one of the chairs.
Okay.
And just looking at what do you need to do?
See if you can knock this dude out. I need to check the desk.
Awesome. Yep, I've got a plan. Let me just pull out my cards.
Oh,
Tayla
God. Hold on.
is still with the elite guard just off to the side.
Mm-hmm. You can, yeah.
And was it the elite guard who said that there was an alarm going off? Oh, okay, sorry, because I thought he was leading Tayla out of the cell, and then when there's an alarm going off. And
you haven't heard it.
The other.
The alarm wasn't a audible alarm.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood that part.
The alarm. I'll give you some background information. The alarm in the vault goes to the head of magical security, the person that cast the spell itself.
Yeah.
Right.
No, that's all right.
Not the head of security, who you've got trapped still in his own disabled elevator. You mean bastards. Amazing planning. But just mean.
We work with what we can.
Yeah. So, what's Tayla doing? And we've got 3 people in this scene here.
Yeah, so
We've got Ari, Ezrek, and Tayla.
yeah. Ezrek is
meanwhile, Rune is now been forced to play on stage. He hasn't been turned into a chicken, but on stage. Rune's watching security be a bit more forceful and certainly securing the exits. No one's... Polly, you're busy.
That's right. Trying to stay as busy as possible. Every second counts.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You know?
Yep. Okay. So...
I can deal with the bouncers straight away. Playing a card. It's called Distract Foe. I assume I can distract him. Fascinating.
So you play this card within 30 feet. The foe is fascinated with you, and it takes the end of the condition to be hostile.
So I'm going to get a napkin and put it over me and pretend to be a tiny little ghost.
That is so cool.
That's how I distract him while Ezerect gets whatever he needs.
Yeah, I'm just going to go to the desk and just quickly search it.
Okay. So you go to the desk and quickly search it. It'll be essentially a society roll if you don't have accounting.
Okay. Right. Come on.
Come on, accounting. 30 is actually what we need. You're going through the records. Everything's in alphabetical records, which is awesome. You see someone. And I've got to bring up a detailed note here. Where are we? F. While there's a few Fs, you believe this would have to be Franca Lawrence, a security guard who's been working for less than a month and is listed here that she disappeared, employment terminated.
Okay.
A few days ago.
Okay. So yeah, was just trying to narrow down just Fs that weren't working here anymore. All right.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. Just going to keep a note of the name and just with whatever time he has left, he's just going to try and get out there before he's noticed.
Okay.
Before you go, can I yell grab me? Because anything that he's holding turns invisible, right? So if he's holding me, could he grab me and run out with me invisibly?
No. No.
No, unfortunately.
Doesn't work like that. I've heard that before.
Yeah, we need to get out of here.
Yeah, you go. I'll figure my own way out.
Oh my god.
So how are you opening the door?
All right. I assume the bouncer would have chased the tiny ghost out of the room or something.
He thinks this can cast. He's fascinated with the little ghost float, like moving about the room. He thinks this can cast. He's injured. He's not moving off his stool at the moment.
Yeah.
Unless there's something really important.
Yeah.
But how are you opening the door?
If that's the case, I'm just going to.
There are two doors to the room, though.
Oh, there are.
Yeah.
Oh, right, and that one Oh, that's the elevator.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know how to operate it. I'll just open the door and just leave him to figure out how that happened with his concussed state.
Okay. Do a stealth or deception. We'll see how it goes.
Okay.
I will say the DC is going to be really, really, really high.
Okay.
To stop any reaction. But we're just going to. It's more of a marker. Okay.
Yeah, I'll re-roll.
Oh, would have been better for that one, but okay. Re-roll down to 4.
Yeah. Oh, didn't play. All right. And
I'll move the card for you. There we go.
God.
Fantastic.
Oh my god.
The door swings open. The door swings open, and you hear a guard. And Chibi, you hear a guard going, oh, "What was that? What opened the door?"
Yeah, and yeah, I'm just going to just quietly but quickly make my way out.
Harry,
Make
what are
sure
you
he
doing?
doesn't-
I'm going to hopefully be a bit more stealthy than he was.
You're being watched. You are currently being watched.
Yeah.
Okay,
Kayla's
hang on.
gonna.
He's fascinated by the ghost. The door just suddenly magically opens and the ghost just runs out.
What's Harry doing?
Harry is. Yeah. I thought I had the card, but nope. Harry's just going to try and, even though he's looking at me, I'll throw the napkin at him, and while it's going at him, stealth.
Block his line of sight.
Yeah, block his line of sight with a falling
Okay, do your stealth.
Oh, it's like that trick where you hold up the sheet in front of you and then you drop it and you go around the corner and then the dog freaks out thinking you vanished.
That's a pass. I did have to check, but that's a pass. You throw it and then disappear. So,
and
and
run out the door.
And as Tayla comes out to, did you see that? There was a ghost here. It opened the door and then just disappeared. We're haunted. Oh, I'm concussed, and he's just like, and there's a big lump on the back of his head.
Yeah, she's like, oh no, that looks like, and she's gonna. Is there like a first aid kit here in the staff room? Not really.
Not really.
Okay. She's like, I think you need to put ice on that. Oh, that's a big nugget. Mm.
As Ari and Ezrak head up the stairs, you see the bouncer go down to the vault, or start going down the south to the vault room. That's going to be a thing in itself soon.
Taylor's gonna just go to the lockers and it's getting like a new uniform kind of thing. Like, I need to go back to my shift.
Did you pick up the the vest?
No.
He
You
threw
just
it into the
left it-
hallway.
You just totally left it? You didn't do anything with it?
Yeah. I'm not going to risk whatever that creature was coming after me to get the vest.
Just asking.
All right. And
Harry, did you do anything with the vest?
No, I didn't
don't
even
think he
see the
saw it.
rest. I never even saw it.
Just giving you an option.
Yeah.
Oh,
So yeah,
And the
we're just
vest
going
is like
to
8 times
return to
bigger
the
than me.
casino floor, not have any stolen items on us, and just yeah.
Yeah, we both like leg it back to the bathroom for our spells to wear off.
Yeah.
You like? Can I get a? You'll still need to do a bit of timing. Probably an athletics for Ezrak and Ari to time getting out, because you got to get through the door without opening, or is Ari just trying to push the door open?
Oh, geez, how does Ezrak do better than me on an athletics check?
Well, you can always re-roll. You've got like a lot of re-rolls.
Yeah, I will re-roll
Okay.
a 5. Let me just I'll do the roll first.
Get a 2.
Yeah. Well, even though my strength is shit, I have a master in athletics. So
Really?
Yeah. So Ezrak gets through and gets safe. Oh, there's a beep beep that goes off. Oh, I wonder what that does. Ezra gets through and gets out. Ari, your timing is off. You find yourself behind the cashier area. 8 cashiers stand around you. 2 bouncers behind you. None have seen you yet. You're this big, remember?
Yep. All right, so I may as well use a card and do... Oh, do I do it? Do I jump through the bars of the cashiers? Swiftly and fluidly so that no one notices. Let's do it. Fluid motion. I gain a climb speed and a swim speed equal to half my speed, and I can make horizontal leaps increased by 10 feet. So I'm just going to be like a little ninja halfling and try and flip my way out of this
I'll give you that,
office.
but you still need to do it with timing. There's
So I
8.
still need to make a
There's
check.
8 cashiers and 2 bouncers,
Yeah.
all above you. So do a check to get the timing right, because it'll be essentially a perception to get
Perception?
the timing. Yeah, I think a perception might be the best to get the right timing.
All right. Hang on. I also have...
Oh, here we go.
I have keen eyes as a racial trait,
Yeah.
which will give me a +2 circumstance.
Okay. Yeah. Go.
Yep. Cool. So let's go with that.
Wow. With a roll of 19, 36 total, 38 with a +2 keen eyes. As the cashier bends down to count the chips from one of the nobles, you jump up and jump through the bars. The noble itself doesn't even take notice, because they're also looking at the chips to make sure that nothing, like the count is right, because they've run big over the last half an hour, and nobody notices you jump through. Nobody notices a tiny little halfling dressed to the nines jumping through the bars. Not even the bouncers behind.
Oh.
It's hilarious.
Meanwhile, back upstairs, the casino owner, Mr. Carlyle, is he's rolling over towards
For a cigarette, right?
No, rolling over towards the safe. He feels a bit, and it feels like something's wrong, and he's just going over, just checking his key. He can't remember putting his key away. He's just checking the safe to put his.
So, while he moves towards, I like put my hand on his leg. We should get room service. Yeah, we should. I'm so. Come on. You must have good food at this place. I gotta replenish the vitamins. So do you, big guy, right?
Persuasion, please.
Okay. Let's see here. What persuasion should I roll?
It's up to you. You know.
Oh,
Yeah.
There we go. I'm trying to fool him.
You are
we're
trying to
gonna
fool him.
roll.
With a 23?
Reroll.
You sure?
Reroll.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. That's all right. That's
Better.
there's one
Better, but is it enough?
There's one thing we haven't tried yet.
No, you've rolled. No. You've rolled. It's just taking me time to look up the difficulty for distracting him after you've stolen the key, because this is accounted for.
I gotta pull the sword out of my wig. I have my hand up here. I'm playing with
Oh
my
my
hair like I always
goodness.
do, and then just in case we gotta end this guy right here.
Gotta drop the
What?
what? That's the real weapon.
What?
Obstacles. There we go.
I looked it up. It can fit in there. My wig of holding.
7 for that. There's so many of these which are obstacles.
Oh, yeah.
So I've got to try to find. Sorry, it's really annoying.
Okay. Coup de grace, this guy.
I'm like, what?
That's a bit
Where is it?
extreme.
Yeah, it might be.
Yeah.
Okay, so he doesn't overpower you, but he just stretches that a little bit more and starts undoing the safe.
Yeah. Anyway, while
And pulls out the key.
Yeah. I'm disposing of the key, just hiding it somewhere in the bathroom.
How
Put
tough
it in the
does it
toilet.
look? Like,
Yeah.
like if I had to guess, like if I have a minute to do a little assessment here in his ability, like could I straight up murk him right now with my sword?
I would say the last
Why
half an
do you
hour
want to
you could have
kill him?
assessed him.
What's that?
Yeah, I would say the last half an hour you could have assessed him in
Okay,
your
all right, yeah, that's
dealings,
right.
assessing his constitution and strength and stamina, etc.
It's pretty good, but well. I mean, I'm tired.
So you're looking to see like level or something like that, or how?
Yeah. I'm gonna get rid of this guy.
So what do you need to do? You need to do a secret roll, perception.
Let's see. It would be a roll
Yeah,
a secret
perception
check
against his deception or stealth DC.
Okay, let's do a secret deception or secret perception. Don't worry, chat. You get to see it. Our players don't. Perception. God, you've got a lot in that right there. Okay. Against his deception, you say.
Deception or
DC.
stealth?
Yeah, deception and stuff. Easy.
Mr. Carlisle. See,
Carlisle might
deception.
not make it out of this room. I mean, because I don't know if you're done yet. Have you sent me like
Meat
a code
speeds.
saying, hey, we're done?
Meat speeds.
Oh, yeah.
So
I mean-
what information do I give you? Let's see.
It would be
The enemy's strengths and weaknesses. Well, he's got a weakness for a pretty lass. You've noticed that. I'll give you that one.
He's got a weakness for what?
For a pretty woman.
Oh, yeah.
He's married and yet you're still in his bed
Well,
His strength is that he's a charmed liar and smooth operator.
I'm American.
And he's incredibly rich.
Oh, but he's rich. Oh no. Okay.
I'm
okay,
giving
well,
I'm giving you the rich part because
Yeah.
as a hint of if he's got something to fight back, it's something that's worth a lot of money, i.e. very dangerous.
Yeah. All right. So I'm just gonna chill.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, hey, so what about the room service around here? Huh?
As you're suggesting the room service, he says, "Wait a sec. This is not my key." wrong? This is not.
Huh?
This is not my key. And you hear him yell for guards. Guards. The doors open. You can hear the doors opening to the penthouse. Are you doing anything?
What am I gonna do? I'm
Yeah.
okay.
Just pretend to be alarmed
Yeah.
as he is.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna play. What? What
Okay.
are you talking about?
So the guards.
Wait.
Yep.
I'm gonna say, wait. People are gonna steal my stuff? What do you mean? I thought this was a secure place. Boom.
So the guards come in. I gave you the option to cover up, but apparently that's not a concern to you
No.
either.
That's not how I roll.
That's what you could have done.
Nope.
Is cover up. We'll end the scene. We'll end that scene there. Let's go back to the. How's Tayla going? What's Tayla up to?
She was quickly changing out of her bloodied uniform and getting a spare uniform from the lockers because she was like, "Oh, Bruce, you should get some ice. Did you? That's a really bad bum." And she just quickly kind of turned her back to him, changing, and then kind of bundling up the bloodied outfit, just putting it back into her locker for now. And she's like, "I'm gonna go back to the kitchens. Things are getting tense and they're already prior, but you take care, okay? You take as long as you need down here because it's never good when you get a head injury, okay?" And then she's just gonna.
And as you leave the door, you hear, "Oh my god! Alarm! They've broken into this alarm!"
Is that the same voice of the elite guard who was with her?
That was the same guard who
guard?
was with you. Yes.
She's gonna look at him, and was she told how to set off the alarm, or
He's just
was
screaming.
that something?
It. He's just screaming
Oh.
it.
She's like, "I have a coaster. Do I tell the cashiers? What do I do? What? They didn't tell us anything about this in the training." She's gonna like lean back in, looking at Bouncer who has the head injury. It's like, "Alarm!"
After disposing of the key and waiting for the invisibility to wear off, Ezric's just going to message everyone, tell them to stay calm, pretend that we weren't involved in anything. Just it's all taken care of. Doesn't matter if they're aware that the vault was broken into.
Okay. As you exit out of the as Ezric exits out of the toilets, the pit boss walks up to you. It's like, "You better have not done this. I know who you are."
I
And she just walks off. You see that there's guards at the doors. The doors are now shut, and there's guards at the doors. You see that while the guests seem to be not alarmed, they're not letting people out.
Right.
And I think that's where we're going to end.
Yeah.
We haven't gotten through all of stage 3, but stage 3 is getting out.
Okay.
Yeah. I think the plan is just pretend to be regular guests and just wait this out.
So the awareness ticker is ticking up. For those that are watching, you might have noticed that it's not ticking up by 1s anymore. It's ticking up by 2s.
Oh, lovely.
Because the alarm was set off by our kobold in the vault.
I had to get rid of that bitch off me. But if they were targeting her instead of me, that would have been great.
If
A
you
lifetime
combated her,
of pain doesn't sound like fun.
you could have combated her. That was an option.
I wouldn't survive.
Ezrex solos her, sure.
I am
seduced
the
her.
least combat capable character here.
You could have seduced her, and then she'd be on our side.
He's not the bar. That's your job, mate.
Hey, look, apparently not. Polly's been doing it the whole game.
All things considered, I think we're fine.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think next week we're going to have the conclusion of the heist. They're not out yet. That's the third section. I hope to get all three done. But I think it was really good. The split up, I'm sorry having to go through everybody. I hope I've included everybody as much as I could in this. Everybody was in different rooms doing their own things, but everything was really important, including like Howland with the distraction. I think that was amazing. Or pushing them to the thing. The role was like, nope, she's taking you with. But
Well, and certain things are not describable.
so, certain things are not describable, Polly. So you just did your own thing, and
Yep.
very important. And
Very
you tried to
important.
keep him away from the key and
That's true.
distraction, and away from all the other guards,
Should've
which could have
chopped
also
them
been
off.
issues. You did very, very well, everybody. I think it was amazing. Thank you, everybody. And thank you for the subscriptions as well. I've been looking forward to this for a while. Next week we get to the escape, which... Hey,
Which
yeah.
is where we fail because we're out of hero points and edge points in the league.
No, we've got some. How many? Three.
Do we have any
points?
edge points left?
3.
Three.
Oh, we still got 3.
You still got 3.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Ah.
you still got 3.
We can do it.
There's things going, but the longer you go, the more we're ticking as well. And now it's increasing by 2 instead of 1 because the alarm was set off. So that's the catch. So it's been good. And I've really enjoyed it. So let's do our outros. We'll start with Polly, and we'll move across.
Hello, it's me, Polly. I played Sherain Alban, who was excellent at dressing such that you're at the line of TOS, but not across it, and also be an excellent seducer. Now, if you like that sort of content, you could see my stream where I do exactly that at twitch.tv/polypeople. See you later.
And that's not a lie. Not even
Nope.
deception.
No deception needed.
Nope, not at all. Game Reaper.
Hey, I'm Game Reaper from Gathering of Nerds. Check us out. I've been playing Ezrek, the Kobold Investigator and Wizard, and this has been just great. I did not know what twists and turns to expect, just that something would happen. And all things considered, yeah, I think we're fine.
I only threw in one extra complication. That was the drunk guest. I could have had more. Like, I could have had much more. I could have had, yeah. But you did really well. I will say, I did forget about one. I forgot about another complication, which would have been Gerbo when you came in. The gambling hobo who wasn't invited. That was going to be the first complication. I totally forgot about it. He's in the GM's layer at the front doors, right next to Ezra's carriage, and I totally forgot about it. I missed it.
That's okay.
So he was.
The
gonna come in
assassins ran
anyway.
past him and pushed him aside before he could make his grand entrance.
So that could have been a thing. But yeah, I totally forgot about it when we were setting it up. So that was the thing. Chibi.
Hi guys, I'm Chibi, and I was playing our catfolk cleric Tayla, who surprisingly did well playing the distraught person who's now trying to get back to finishing her shift. Yes, she did a lot of freaking out today, and her throat's a bit sore, but that's fine. But I'm also a full-time commissioned artist based here in Australia. You can check out my work at bespokecc.com.au.
Fantastic. Dr. Oblong.
Hey, I'm Dr. Oblong. I was playing Harry Amaker, our halfling fighter who really enjoyed being really small for some weird reason. Kind of likes it.
Okay. Not going kink shame.
No. But I am also an electronic musician. You can check my stuff out at SoundCloud/Dr. Oblong.
Okie dokie. And our first time here, well, first time in the proper campaign you're supposed to be here for. Welcome in, Howland. It's been a long time waiting, but welcome.
Yep. Yes.
So,
Um,
outros.
Yeah. So first off, this is my other little half. And for most of my stuff, I actually just do anime talks and strategy games, on my Twitch channel. We will be back kind of like in full force in February once I actually get all of my equipment back up and checked. So come over, you can hear us howling over there. You'll probably see more of him because we do family segments and anime food segments where I cook with my family and you see all of us interacting. So please feel free, get to know me and the rest of my family. So what, you want to do our house? 1, 2, 3. Oh! There we go.
And we will be back tomorrow with Call of Cthulhu's Masks of Nyarlathotep, where things are getting really, really dark because after driving past the Juju house, culture shop, fully armed to raid the place, we just noticed that the place was surrounded by police waiting for us. And the chief of police followed us to a bar. So that's a thing which we're about to face in Master Nyarlathotep. And later in the week we also have probably most likely Circus as well. So that should be fun. We're going to be raiding Zombie Office Entertainment. We've raided them lots of times before. I'm big fans of them. They're amazing improv artists. They do a lot of conventions as well. And they are super, super, super funny and creative. So our raid messages, we come to share the love. Our hearts are warm and fresh with the Goblin Hearts. Spam that if you've got it. But thank you everyone for coming in. We're going to do them great at the end of the credits. So thank you everyone and bye.
Bye.